affordable care is always nearby. Find a clinic close to you at ourcare.net.
Live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios, it's Out of Bounds with Wes Moore and Joe Franklin on 103.7 The Buzz.
I thought it was important to make sure we got in front of you guys right before the start of training camp. Obviously, again, thank you to those guys that made the trek down to media days, but excited to get this thing going, right? We start this thing on Wednesday. It's been a heck of a summer. I think back really the last 8+ months, all the work that's gone into this, we actually get to play football, right? Spring was great and all those things, and the summer strength and conditioning are wonderful things, but the ultimate chance to go out there in training camp, there's no better time of year. The guys have been gearing up, ready for it. Obviously, we continue to implement the scheme throughout the summer in OTAs and summer access. The guys got bigger, faster, and stronger. Look forward to putting that on display, but it starts with training camp. Right, we report day tomorrow and then full practice and get after it. Shortened training camp, as we all know, but excited, right? How much can we cram in before school starts and then have a plan moving forward with that? But listen, this is the true start to the 2026 football season. The guys are excited, and so are we, and look forward to getting this thing going.
Football is here. What's up, everybody? Wes Moore, Joe Franklin with you. Arkansas starts Wednesday. Got other schools getting ready to open up camp, or like UCA, they've already started camp in high schools. They get after it today, first day of practice.
It's not bad. Not bad for weather. Usually it'd be a little bit hotter, so thankfully they don't have to deal with extreme conditions at the beginning of camp.
Not today, anyway. It's coming. It'll be back in August at some point. Those hundreds will probably be back, but no, it is. It's been a basketball full weekend with the Razorbacks, but it was great to have Silverfield speak to the media today. We got a bunch of clips from him talking about different things. Of course, the quarterback situation. We're going to discuss a lot of basketball today. Game 3 coming up in about 3 hours, 51 minutes. And we got Coach Z calling in to give us a preview and get his thoughts of the first 2 games. We have Trey Schapp going to join us to give us his thoughts. We have Joe Klein coming into the studio, so we'll have you covered when it comes to basketball. But, of course, I wanted to hit on the football also and discuss the Razorbacks since they get started in a couple days.
PSA for people that didn't get Flow Sports. Flow Sports has a YouTube channel, and they replay games on their YouTube channel. So these games that happen over the weekend, they're on Flow Sports College YouTube channel.
Well, that'll give you something even after the Bahamas, here in a month. You're like, man, I need to watch some basketball. Go back and watch it again right there, available on demand on YouTube. And we were just talking about this on the Zone. Tonight, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch the Razorback basketball game. Flow Sports has got a channel on Amazon Prime, and if you're on there, tonight's game, they said tonight's game will be available. I did not, and they didn't announce this until, I guess, yesterday, so I never even looked on Prime before to see if the games were available Friday or Saturday.
May have been,
and now they're just telling us?
Yeah, same thing with YouTube channel. It's not necessarily available at the time the game is going on, but after the game is done, they post it.
I went just to double check because, the game starts at 5, and I wanted to have everything set up at the house. And I went to Amazon Prime, went to Live TV, then I scrolled all the way down. It's the menu that pops up like your TV guide, and you just got to scroll down all the way down. I mean, it is a long scroll, but you finally get there to Flow. I was like, dang, I didn't know there were this many channels available on Prime TV under Live TV.
Oh, yeah. And every streaming app is doing that. They realized that they changed the game by streaming, but also they wanted to have some elements of what people would miss, and so every streaming app has live content.
It's crazy, but it's there. I found it, clicked on that channel, 5 o'clock. It's on the TV guide, Arkansas, and Toros del – did I say that right? Toros del Valle? The Valley of the Bulls? Is that what that means? Anyway.
That's what it is, yeah.
Columbia. But anyway, it's there. Now, it also said on their instructions, they tweeted this out, Arkansas basketball did, that if you go to Prime, your home page, and you just do a search for Flow Sports.
Oh, yeah. If you do a search on there, it should come up, no problem.
Well, I just did Flow Sports, and nothing came up. And I must have missed the key word. There was a third word that's on that tweet, Flow Sports. Maybe it was television, Flow Sports channel, something. It was just weird. I figured once I typed in Flow, it would come up. Nothing. Flow Sports, nothing. But anyway, I found it the other way by going to live TV and then going down all the different channels until the Flow Sports channel came up. But it's there and available to watch tonight.
Oh, I mean, that'll save people money in the future, where if they already have Prime, then they know it's available there and don't have to worry about getting a Flow Sports subscription.
All right.
Convenient.
I got it. We talked about him on Friday. I'm just very impressed. But we said this last week. We've said it before the games. We're not going to get overly hyped about what they're doing against inferior competition, and that's what it's been so far. Blowing out the Bahamas by 40-something points. Then again, the team from Carleton, Canada, the Canadian defending champs, beat them by 40. They were a better team. You could just tell. Their offense was better. They ran some stuff, didn't turn the ball as much, but just not talented enough to play with Arkansas. And the depth wore them down. But, man, this team is long. And I got to say, I love their depth. I think Coach Calipari is going to be forced, and people have said this, that he only likes playing 8 or 9 guys. I think he has so much depth that he's going to be forced to play 10 guys.
Yeah, and that's in this NIL era. Don't really know what it was like before getting to Arkansas, but what we've seen the past couple of years at Arkansas, that's what we think of because that's right in front of us. Going back to his past, though, don't think he's ever had an issue with if you have a really talented team and you know that players, because he's talked to players about their sacrificing points, sacrificing minutes. And if he feels like he has a team like that, or he knows he has a team like that, then he won't hesitate to play many players in a rotation. But don't think he's felt like he's had a team like that so far at Arkansas.
You look at just the 1-2 punch they have right now with Jordan Smith Jr. with his triple-double and Jeremiah Wilkinson shooting a 3. But then behind them, you got Davion Thompson, who's looked good when he's been in there, and Abdou Toure. Toure is such an athlete, man. What a great leaper he is. The block shots he had the other night. I mean, that's you're forced deep right there at the 1 and 2 position. Then at the 3, you got Billy. You got JJ. At the 4, we haven't seen Mika. Here's the crazy thing. As fun as they've looked and as deep as they look and as talented as they look, they've done all this without Mika, and he's one of their better players. You throw Mika into the bunch, and you're going to throw in JJ some at the power forward, or Mika at the 5, and go small ball, which isn't that small. But then you got the big guys. You got Cooper Bowser. We've already seen the depth come into play when Mapir Maker went out with the concussion, or he hit his head. I shouldn't call it a concussion, but he hit his head. And it was pretty evident that if he wasn't concussed, he was seeing stars, and he was not feeling it. And they didn't play him the rest of the game. But then Caleb Orgu came in and looked really good. I like him a lot. I think by the time probably SEC play begins, I think he's your center. I think he is playing 25 minutes a game. I've been so impressed with Caleb. And you think about it, and that's what Coach Coleman said the other night. He's been with them for 4 practices. He got there late, remember? Then he has to get clearance, go doctors and stuff. He had 4 practices before he got to the Bahamas, and when he's been in there, has been impressive. And I think this is going to be their starting center here in a couple of months. I like Caleb O a lot. And
he'll definitely work his way around the court some kind of way. He'll get some minutes. And then if it's not starting from beginning of the season, then he'll have some quality minutes.
Look at this. We got a caller from the Bahamas, my buddy. I talked him into calling. Michael joins us now. What's up, Mike? How are you?
Oh, doing great, Wes. It's like adult Disney World down here.
All right, describe it. What's it like for all of us that are seeing these videos and pictures and the team? And what is this place like?
Oh, it's for an adult sports fan. Okay, we get to follow the Hogs. We get to meet these fine young men, and you get all the benefits of the beach, the pools, a little bit of nightlife, the restaurant, and the casino, all rolled into one.
An adult Disney World.
Well, yeah, what's been your favorite part outside of basketball then?
Well, it's I guess connecting with individuals that I haven't seen in quite some time. I mean, Paige ran into a lady that's from Warren, Arkansas, that she probably hadn't seen in 15 or 20 years. Yeah.
Michael,
so,
what is the venue like when you're watching a game?
Well, it's I thought it reminded me of the Jeff Ferris Center about 40 years ago when Monticello, and I'm from Monticello High School, played in the state tournament there. I mean, it's cozy. So, and you're there's not a bad seat in the house. And, it would be, as a Razorback fan and trying to get a gauge of where our team is, the competition could be better. But, life's not perfect.
What do you think of the team?
Oh, I like them. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's, I'm just blessed to be able to be down here and spend some time with these young men because they are 18, 19, 20-year-old young adults, young men that we have, we sometimes forget about that. It's they're physically developed, their skill level is extremely high, but they're still, developing as human beings. And, and this is a good group. I mean, they're fine young men.
Do you get to mingle around with them?
Yeah, no, it's been very, they've been very approachable. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's I guess another caveat of being down here. There's probably 300 to 400 Hawk fans, and there's not that many. And they're Cal, I believe, is treating them like young men. I mean, he's put the accountability and responsibility on them, and they've acted accordingly.
Are there other fans down there yet for these other teams? Like A&M's about to be down there.
They're about to trickle in. I saw some Cincinnati fans at practice. I mean, it's I just hope that Cal brings them back down here again next year.
I think there'll be more Razorback fans because we've been hearing nothing but great stories.
Well, this is kind of this is kind of a daily double for me because around this time of the year. Paige and I are usually on 30A somewhere around Rosemary Beach for a week, and that's a very nice and settled area. But for me, there's only so much of the beach I could handle, and there's something to do all the time here.
Hey, I'm glad you said daily double. It made me think of horse racing. What was the news? Describe the news because we got a lot of horse racing fans around here. Today with the point system and the extra money. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think, it's, oh, wow. I have to take a deep breath because, I'm a traditional kind of guy, but, horse racing, I guess, is evolving and as everything else changes. I mean, that's the one thing that's certain in life. Things are going to change. And, you call them it's innovative in a way, but I think they're trying to adapt to the environment as far as the horse safety, and it's just Kentucky Derby, Preakness, Belmont, 5 weeks. It worked great forever, but in the day that horse racing is today, I think it's a good move. I mean, and if it's not, they can always go back.
What's this do to the Preakness? And why did they leave out the Preakness?
Well, it's that I don't know. I'll just tell you that New York Racing Association has the Belmont. Churchill Downs owns the Kentucky Derby and all the prerequisite races, and they have an established point system. And the Preakness is, I won't say the stepchild, but it's owned. That Preakness is owned by the state of Maryland. So I think they're going to have to step up to the plate and and get involved.
Michael,
It doesn't help them a whole lot that they're rebuilding the racetrack right now.
Michael, before we let you go, I've been impressed with so many of these guys. Who's been the most impressive watching in person?
Well, I would have the biggest surprise is Torrey for me, because I knew very little about him, and he's just I'd say he's a younger Billy Richmond. I mean, he's just full of energy. And that's not to take anything away from JJ, but I've gotten to witness JJ kind of grow up at Little Rock Christian, so that's kind of what I've grown to expect. I tell you what, the missing piece, so to speak, aside from an A Cup, obviously from last year, is Wilkinson, the portal kid from Georgia. I mean, he's just got a phenomenal shot.
Yeah.
That there's can't double team anybody.
You going tonight?
I am.
Tomorrow?
I think we come back Wednesday.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, it's fun, small venue. Again, competition could be a little better, but you can't have everything in life.
Man, I appreciate you calling in. That was great to talk to a fan down there. Enjoy the game.
Okay. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michael. Joe, you got to help me. It won't drop. My drop button's not working. All right. That was cool. Glad I finally convinced him to call in. That's man, if Coach Cal takes them back next year, I'm serious. I know more people will go. I don't think they realized how cool of an event this would be, and the not only the games itself, watching them. Michael is right. I said the same thing. There's not a bad seat in that house. I mean, you're so close.
Venue.
Yeah, it's a small venue, so you're going to have a good ticket, and you're right there on top of them. Then if you're staying there at that hotel, you're running into the players all the time. For example, I had a buddy down there that ran into Wilkinson after the game when he took that hard, nasty fall on, I guess that was Friday. We haven't talked about the games. I was thinking we had, but the first game was Friday. Anyway, he texted me. He's like, I just saw Wilkinson. He said he's fine. He's playing tomorrow. I was like, all right, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, that was really encouraging once that game started, and that was the first thing that they really talked about. And thought that I didn't really get his name, but Coach Z's partner there that was play-by-play did a great job with names. And so listening to him, you learn how to say names that may be unfamiliar.
I have not listened to – I watched Friday night's game at Luce. Saturday's game, I went to walk-ons, hung out with our guys out there and girls. And so the audio, you could hear it a little bit at walk-ons, but I couldn't hear it good enough. How are they saying
Origu.
Origu. Okay.
Yeah. Origu. And morning.
Morning.
No, not morning.
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 Okay. Morning.
Yeah. Almost like saying morning, but
Morning.
you add something in there.
Morning. Gotcha.
Morning.
Morning. Man, I wish he was playing. That's still a bummer. Freaking NCAA. Now we got the court case, and these seniors who graduated are being reinstated. For now, the NCAA is fighting it. Speaking of, just got the news that Malik Ewan is transferred to Oregon. And they said for now.
No, for now.
Eligible as of today.
Yeah.
We'll see how this all plays out in the court system. But
well, it's good for him that he's found a home also, because we know that this has been a process for him during this entire offseason where, it was NBA draft portal. What was it really going to be in the end? And he wanted to return to college, but really didn't have a home, so now he does.
Well, and he's not so much I guess he could be technically part of this case that's going on right now, but because he had a junior college year, that's what they were banking on, and the Pavia rule getting that year back. But I remember I read something over the weekend about Ewan and how he might be in play, and I was like, well, not for the Razorbacks, right? Because they're set. They're set at the 5 position. I don't think they need Malik Ewan.
And 11 rebounds, while Jeremiah Wilkinson led Arkansas with 26 points, going 5 of 9 from 3. The Razorbacks continue their preseason in Nassau tonight at 5 against Colombian professional team Toros Del Valle, and tomorrow at 11 a.m. against the University of Calgary. I'm Moose for the Buzz Radio Network.
If you're a bank needing GLBA compliance or a defense contractor looking for CMMC compliance, meet the team at Network Services Group with tailored solutions to help you navigate the complex regulatory landscape, allowing you to focus on what matters most, your clients and your growth. Don't gamble with compliance. Network Services Group, your partner in GLBA and CMMC Network compliance.
Services Group. One call does it all.
Rainbow Restoration restores homes after water, fire, and mold damage. Now breathe cleaner air with their professional air duct cleaning service. Dust, pet dander, allergens, and debris can build up in your ductwork, reducing your indoor air quality. For a limited time, save $100 on your air duct cleaning when you contact Rainbow Restoration and let them know you heard this. RainbowRestores.com. $100 off your air duct cleaning. Rainbow Restoration. Restoring homes, improving the air you breathe. RainbowRestores.com.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know that hiking isn't for you. Sure, it sounds nice to be in nature while exercising, but that's what a gym and houseplants are for. I mean, you don't even like walking upstairs. So why would you walk up a hill for miles? To what, end up high in the air? Come on, you know you're scared of heights. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
The Arkansas Department of Transportation reminds you there is zero tolerance for handheld devices in highway construction zones, which are hands-free by law. And always slow down when you see orange barrels. Help us keep road workers and drivers safe. We all want to get home at the end of the day. Just remember, slow down, phone down. It only takes a second to change your life or someone else's. This message from the Arkansas Department of Transportation, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios. Henard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, selling and servicing Kubota's full line of equipment since 1991. HenardFoothills.com.
Let's get it. First, I'm gon' stack my flow. Then
Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services, serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years. They're your small to mid-sized specialist. When you need someone to service your fleet and get your employees back on the road quick, call 501-375-3672.
Welcome back to Out of Bounds. Glad you're with us. Fun weekend. I've been here in Arkansas 23 years. Yeah, over 23 years now. Moved here in 03, July of 03. I learned something this weekend. I didn't realize Star City nickname was Twinkletown. It's because Lance Gassaway. We've had Lance on the show several times. Remember, Lance was one of the co-owners of Mystic Dan. Well, he's got a 2-year-old. The horse is called Twinkletown. And that horse ran a race Saturday at Saratoga and won in a very impressive way against a couple other horses that were favored to win. Twinkletown was the third favorite and just blew past them. Looked awesome. Then I saw a tweet that Twinkletown is named after Star City because Lance Gassaway's hometown.
Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't know Star City's nickname was Twinkletown. So I learned something this weekend thanks to Lance Gassaway and his horse. Write that one down. Twinkletown.
It's a good way to honor hometown.
That horse is one to keep an eye on. Maybe the next Mystic Dan. Who knows? But impressive. Very impressive. All right. Let's see here. Let me go to the Middleton Heat and Air text line. We'll see if we got anybody chiming in yet. Phone lines are open if you want to join us. 661-1037. 501 says, will Ewan stay at Oregon longer than Dana Altman stayed at Arkansas? Yeah, I think he would. I think Ewan has got, two different options or possibilities. One being this lawsuit that it's giving those seniors another chance or a fifth year. And why the NCAA just didn't wait to announce this and do this in October. Then it would have been too late for the graduating seniors to even have lawsuits and all this. That was a mistake on their part. But anyway, Ewan, because he played in JUCO, was trying to get that Pavia rule and get a year anyway. So I think he'll get to play, and I think he'll be at Oregon anyway. Let's see here. If you play the drinking game every time Silverfield or Pete Golding says the word right during an interview, you'll end up being hammered. Yeah, Coach, that is one of his crutch words, right? Coach Silverfield, he says
right.
a lot.
You know who else does that, right?
Right.
Nick Saban.
There you go.
Right? What's up, Joe? How are you?
Good. How are y'all, man?
Doing
Great.
Well. How was the beach?
It was fun. Need a vacation from my vacation.
That's what I told Justin. I bet you're worn out from your trip.
Well, and I still got. We're watching a few for the week.
Oh,
so they're here now. So we've kind of moved it north. So but it's fun. It's good. We got 2 4-year-olds and a 2.5-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
There might be some drinking games being played at my house this week.
That's why you volunteered to came in today.
Gotta go in. Wes needs me.
You needed an hour break.
Needs me for. She wouldn't buy the 1 to 4. I tried to tell her. She didn't buy that. So.
Not the whole show.
And then Randy wants me to stay. They're playing basketball in the Bahamas. They need my expert opinion.
Yeah. Game starts at 5. Randy needs me in the studio
They need me.
Be his color guy.
Yep. I'll bring home dinner.
Did you watch any?
I haven't got to see any. No, I'm gonna try to
watch it tonight.
Yep. Yeah, and but no, just everything is rosy right now, and that's the way it should be. And I like hearing the different names, the different that tells you it's not. I think last year, as we all know, you would hear 2 or 3 names continuously. Who are the better players, and it's kind of nice now. You're hearing, J.J. Andrews and Torrey and Napier and Orgu and Wilkinson, and you just
Jordan Smith
has is a triple. You're just hearing a lot of different names that are being showing impressive things, and that's encouraging. That's good, and I like the tone about defense. I mean that's huge.
Joe,
even early, again, you're not playing anybody. I get it, but the mindset is good.
If you want to get a feel for it, even though on YouTube they show entire games, they also put together highlight packages on YouTube.
Cliff notes.
Yeah. You can go back and check out the previous games, but they do have the full games on YouTube also.
Okay. Well, that'd be good. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, go back and watch. You never want to see injuries, and that's probably been the biggest negative. That first game, Jeremiah Wilkinson goes out, nasty fall, landed basically on his shoulder and head after going up for a dunk and got undercut. And then you had Mapir Maker fall, hit his head on the court in game 2. He didn't come back in. Billy Richmond, awkward kind of fall. He didn't come back in the game. Both Coach Chin Coleman said precautionary. Yeah. It's like we don't. Yeah. I mean, we need to see everybody anyway. Right. They could have gone back in, but we're like, what? Why even?
Especially Billy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you got there.
You miss them, but they haven't missed them.
Yeah.
Because that's how deep this team is, and these injuries, unfortunate as they are, it has allowed other players to get minutes and to show they can play.
Absolutely. And again, the one thing, and again, you don't know if it's a money thing or what it was, but and I get and Cal saying the past few years, having 8 guys is perfect, and it is perfect until you have 6.
Until it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that is, I'm glad they've added depth. I just think good depth is just incredibly healthy for a team from a practice standpoint. It's like insurance. I mean, it's just there's nothing negative about it until you get to where you're playing and you can't play everybody.
Yeah,
and that's where But again, if you're which I think Cal is a master of this. Cal is very up front and forthright with his players all the time. He's talking about you've heard the message we're trying to win. There's no agenda here. We want a cup and we want you to get to the NBA and all this stuff, but your job is to help me win games for this program. And so that is the message that is consistently preached to these guys, and they need to find a way to contribute to that so they can play. They can't contribute to that, they can't play. And so I think that's the message that Cal is so good at delivering in a bunch of various different ways, but he delivers it very consistently throughout the whole year. From the minute these guys are being recruited to when they get on campus to now they're starting to hear it and feel it in the games. And, that really helps the makeup of your team, the focus of your team.
Also, with that first game, Billy Richmond, we know that he's the one returner that had quality minutes last year. There was a lot of focus on him, and duly deserved. But then in the second game, he played few minutes where now you want to get an extended look at some of these younger guys because you know what Billy is, and thought that was great that the way that they played that and did that rotation where Abdou Toure looked really good in both games. Davion Thompson, he yesterday's game, not so much, but that first game looked really good.
Yeah, and I mean, again, these guys are young men. They're coming right out of high school, and they're not, again, even this competition that is not a stellar, is still probably a step up from what they're used to, probably to a certain extent. Now, I wouldn't say it's, but again, it's eye-opening. What's being demanded of them is different from a standpoint from a coach. Maybe the competition is similar, but they're being demanded to play a certain way and do a certain things a certain way, and they're having to learn to play with really good players, a lot of really good players around them. And so again, just this whole trip from that standpoint is nothing but positive. You can't get enough of that stuff.
That's one of the things Coach Coleman with Coach Calipari's not coaching during the tournament.
Of course not. He's up in the stands with a pina colada. Everybody, he's like, hell, I'm going to the Bahamas. You think I'm going to coach in the Bahamas?
Best place to be.
Well, it was kind of cool because we're hearing from different coaches after the game.
Right.
Chin Coleman, his press conference was awesome the other night, and he talked a lot about the team. And when I say team, the chemistry, and he's like, every one of these guys, they were the guy.
Yeah.
And now they're learning to play not being the guy. And with what we're wanting to do is you dribble, drive, you kick it out. If you don't have the layup, you're giving up the shot and passing to somebody else. And he said, what's incredible with this group is we're already seeing that they're giving up the ball. He said the only bad shot, and he said, we really don't care. We don't get on them on offense. Now, if you're not playing defense, you're not rebounding, then you're out of the game.
Right.
Offense, we give them a lot of freedom. But we don't want taking bad shots. And he said, really, the only bad shot is when you don't pass the ball.
Right. Right, and again, that stuff is contagious.
Yeah,
if everybody's doing it, if the thing that happens on bad teams is when you give up the ball, you don't think you'll ever get it back.
Yeah,
and that if you don't have faith that thing will come back to you if it's the right play.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not the right play, you understand it, but if it's not the right play and it never comes back to you, guess what? You ain't giving it up. So now you're basically saying, why the hell would I pass to that guy so he can take a bad shot? I'll just take the damn bad shot, because I'm not going to get it back. And so, but once you get that trust that the ball will come back to you, it's very infectious. And it's I think you saw that early on in the Golden State years, the early years of the Golden State Warriors, when they were such a joy to watch because the ball moved. I mean, it just moved. I mean, I loved watching them because of the ball movement. The ball didn't stick. It didn't pound. Guys would get it, and they're decisive and making decisions and making the right decisions. And, that's, to me, that's the best. That's the thing I love. When I see basketball played like that, I love it.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of ball movement. Now, I think you're going to love the defense. They are intense.
Well, I think
look, and you're right. It's inferior opponents,
right,
but man, they get after them.
You still got to play it.
Yes,
you still got to be in position. You still got to be in a stance. If you're reaching and gambling, you'll get it. They may not be able to score, but you as an individual put other people on defense in a bad position or in a bad state, and that will show up on the film.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cal and those guys are going to be like, look, against Tennessee, you do this, it's a dunk. I mean, so so you can make your points even though the team doesn't score, position-wise, rotations, all the things that they're trying to do, various, ball coverages, ball screen coverages and things like that. Are you on the same page? Are you communicating? That's the other thing I've heard a lot of is you've been hearing them talk about talking, communicating. And, again, if you can get a team to do that with ball movement, you got a good thing going.
Well, I think Jordan Smith Jr. may have had the quietest triple-double ever. I mean, it was one of those you look up, you knew he was scoring, but they said on TV he had 8 points and 8 assists, and I was like, oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I had no idea he had that many either assists or rebounds.
And that just shows that, he's willing to make, you have a lot of guys who want to make the play. He wants to make the right play. And sometimes the right play is just coming down the floor and passing it to the wing.
Yeah.
Getting the ball. I mean, you do what is best for everybody. So, and a lot of times when you do that, it is quiet. And you kind of look down and go, because the ball is not sticking, the ball is not dominant, so you don't notice it as quick because then you kind of look down and go, damn, he's got 8 assists.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got, and you kind of start thinking about it, and it's like, yeah.
Got more with Joe Kleiman. When we come back, we'll take a break. We'll take some phone calls. Middleton Heat and Air text line. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
We set the jailbirds free. It's criminal not to hire Lion Legal. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all criminal-related legal matters, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Honda of Russellville, proud to celebrate 47 years of serving Arkansas families. Come celebrate with big savings store-wide through September 26th. Register to win a 2026 Honda HR Forest Edition 4Transform 4x4 with the dependable 518cc engine and long travel suspension ready for work or the weekend. See why folks from all over Arkansas choose Honda of Russellville. Great prices and hometown service for 47 years. Honda recommends metformin for riders 16 years and older. Always wear a helmet and take an ATV rider course.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. July the 12th, 1979 was Disco Demolition Night, an infamous Major League promotion hosted by the Chicago White Sox and Chicago radio shock jock Steve Dahl. The doubleheader offered 98-cent admission to fans who brought a disco record to be destroyed. Between games, Dahl detonated the records in the outfield, which caught the field on fire, triggered a riot, and forced umpires to forfeit the second game to the Detroit Tigers. Google it, and you won't be able to stop laughing. Doublebees welcomes fans of all types of music: rockers, bluegrass, country and western, techno, and yes, even disco. Because Doublebees has what everyone needs, from drinks to snacks to gas. Doublebees. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebees.
Looking for something unique to do in Little Rock? Head to the Museum of Discovery. Explore hands-on exhibits, try real science experiments, and meet live animals up close. Little ones will love the Small Fry Fish Camp Gallery, designed just for early learners. Catch an electrifying bipolar musical Tesla coil show or live science demonstration during your visit. And with special events happening all the time, there's always something new to experience for all ages. So plan your visit and check out upcoming events at museumofdiscovery.org.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
Hey, this is Chris Walker with Fence Brokers. Looking for top quality fencing at unbeatable prices? At Fence Brokers, we're your local fence distributor with everything you need: wood, vinyl, chain link, ornamental iron, entry estate gates, access control, and more. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourself homeowner, our staff of experts will help you find the perfect solutions for your projects. Fast delivery, huge selection, and personalized service set us apart. Visit us in Bryant or find us at fencebrokers.com to submit a quote. Fence Brokers, going the extra mile.
Edwards Food Giant presents Razorback basketball color analyst and Drive Time Sports co-host Rick Schaefer on Morning Mayhem. Rick joins the guys each week to talk Razorback sports and whatever else might come to mind. Brought to you by Edwards Food Giant, the meat people.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios. Henard Foothills Equipment in Searcy carries Steel's full line of handheld equipment. HenardFoothills.com.
Welcome back to Out of Bounds. Wes Moore, Joe Franklin, and Joe Klein hanging out in the studio. Game day. Razorbacks play in about 3 hours. If you haven't heard, Not only is it on Flow Sports, Joe, you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
I caught that.
Yeah.
What you just? I know we got that. So you just go there and type in Flow Sports.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what the other word was?
No, I did not. No, I'll do that because I'm sure people want to know. I saved it, that tweet. I put it in my bookmarks so that I could go back and look at it because it gave a detailed explanation on how to do this.
And it comes on after the game's over, right?
No, it's live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can watch it at 5 o'clock. Like I found it on my menu, and I've got it set, and I'm ready as soon as it starts. I'll watch it on.
It?
I don't know if you can record it on Prime.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah. How to find Flow Sports Channel on Prime Video. Open the Prime Video app, go to Live TV, select the sports category, and then just keep scrolling until you find the Flow Sports Channel and select it. Or, here's a tip, you can use the Prime Video search and type in Flow Sports Channel. Flow Sports Channel to jump straight to it. And there's maybe, you know what I probably screwed up? I had Flow space Sports space, and I couldn't find it. It's Flow Sports, one word.
W.
No,
Just
FLO.
Okay.
FLO Sports, no space, channel. And then
no space in any of it. Right?
No, there is a space between Flow Sports and channel.
Okay.
And then that should jump straight to it. Easy enough. Watch it on Prime tonight for free. Well, you pay for
it ain't
you
free.
pay for Prime, but you know what I'm saying. 870 says playing in a hotel expo room has got to feel weird. What's the strangest place Joe ever played in?
Oh my goodness. I played in a few of those convention centers. Back in high school, I used to play in those little bitty gyms that had the theater. Had the stage on one side. All of them had the stage on one side. Just a lot of little cracker box gyms that had balconies and old and but a few convention centers. The funniest thing about those was your ceiling is usually lower than normal, so you kind of get it's a little funky, but and then behind the basket a lot of times is just space, because they'll have they'll put down chairs there, but you don't have the seating that you see, so you feel cramped from the top down, but from the length behind the baskets, a lot of times it's like it feels just so spacious. Yeah,
depth perception is thrown off.
It's really odd.
I think it was Coach Z. Somebody was there, mentioned that it was kind of a tough place to shoot, just the feel of it.
Yeah.
And hoping that's the mid-range shot has not been good for Arkansas. That's been one of the negatives, but I'm willing to think, they're not that bad of a mid-range shooting team because Coach Calipari's been talking about it, how well they shoot the ball in practice, the mid-range shot. He's one of the few that still is okay with a mid-range shot. But, man, that first game, Friday night, I don't know if they hit a mid-range jump shot until 5 minutes left in the game when Abdu finally hit one right around the free throw line extended.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just shot after shot after shot they missed. And they were up by 50, but anyway.
It's real. I mean, that perception thing is definitely
didn't seem to bother Jeremiah Wilkinson on his second game. Boy, he was lighting it up from the three. He had, I think, 2 heat checks and made them both. And you're like, oh my!
I think it'll probably be better tonight. I think it's just getting accustomed to it. I think just the more you're in that, it's just a different. Totally, you walk in and it's a totally different environment than you played in before. And so, like anything, the more you get accustomed to it, the better it'll be.
Check see. Lee writes in, Wes, I hope when the Major League Baseball lockout happens, it stays locked out until something is fixed on certain teams and their monopoly. People are mad at the Dodgers. Who they should be mad at is Detroit. The 3 guys they got for Scooble make 0 sense in the trade. Something under the table had to happen. Just like college, you only see the major market teams winning now. Yeah, it was funny because as soon as there was talk of Scooble being on the market, everybody's like, oh, the Dodgers will get him. Yeah. And sure enough, the Dodgers got him.
Well, they obviously gave the best offer. I mean, I don't think there's anything under the table about it. It's just that everybody knew that Detroit could not pay this dude.
Yeah.
And so Detroit was like in a get something or nothing. And so, they hung on to him probably too long. Probably last summer is when you probably wanted to start making this move so you could get more. But again, the enticement of having him, thinking you're going to have a good team and being able to make a run is good for your fan base. So, but no, baseball's got some issues, I think it's getting ready to get ugly. I mean, it's going to get ugly.
And I don't think yes, you can be mad at the Dodgers. There's an issue there. But there's also an issue at the bottom of the salary cap of people not spending anything.
The Marlins spend $70 million, and old boy could turn around tomorrow and sell the Marlins for $1.5 billion probably. So, I mean, some of it is some of the owners are milking this because they want to get a cap so that they can control spending. And once you get a cap, especially a cap that really helps control spending, the value of your franchise is going to go way up because you never have fixed costs, but you'll have much more of a fixed cost.
All before having the time of your life at the 24/7 Smoke-Free Casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Trey Johnson with HJ Trailer Sales. Spring is here, and y'all have made us the #1 truck bed dealer in the state. We want to thank you for your support and business. If you're looking for the best customer service from folks that can handle any type of trailer and take care of you after the sale with hometown service, it's HJ Trailer Sales. Our team will handle all your service and warranty needs. See what great customer service looks like at HJ Trailer Sales on Albert Pike in Hot Springs, or check us out on Facebook.
ESPN and The Buzz gives you the complete sports and entertainment package.
I love that game.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock.
UAMS and Jefferson Regional Medical Center are partnering to expand into Southeast Arkansas. Officials said the agreement's expected to bring enhanced services and new possibilities. They stress this is not a sale of the hospital and that all employees, including medical staff and the management team, will remain in place and active. Officials scheduled 2 town halls on Monday and Tuesday for employees to have any questions answered. Authorities in Pine Bluff are investigating a deadly shooting at a Domino's Pizza. Around 7:30 Sunday evening, they found 25-year-old Jarvis Bowden dead in the kitchen area of the restaurant. Witnesses say Bowden and an employee were fighting when another employee, 42-year-old Jerry Henderson, shot him. Henderson is now facing a first-degree murder charge. A Bentonville West sophomore will compete in the regional finals for American Ninja Warrior tonight. Hayes Dyer advanced after finishing the qualifying course in 1 minute and 53 seconds. You can watch him compete tonight at 7. I'm KARK's Caroline Derby for the Buzz Radio Network.
New Benihana promotion, Monday and Tuesday, lunch and dinner, 10% off of everything on the menu. Come to Benihana's.
With KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Plenty of sunshine and high temperatures in the lower 90s today for your Monday. Humidity also not too high for today, so it should be a pretty comfortable day for August standards. As we move towards Tuesday, we'll start off in the 60s and 70s again out the door in the morning, but we'll warm up into the mid-90s by the afternoon. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen, the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
Hot Springs, get ready to celebrate with Morning Mayhem as they broadcast live this Thursday from the newest family market store on Albert Pike Road. On your way to Lake Ouachita, enjoy free breakfast and community coffee along with great discounts at the pumps and other giveaways during the show. But it's only happening at the new family market store with special thanks to the Hotel Hot Springs.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, Royal Home Improvement started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homes to participate in our summer savings event. We want to evaluate our exclusive Energy Star rated Thermo King windows in real homes. Call 1-800-565-1064 for Royal Home Improvement. 30 homeowners will receive promotional pricing. 75% off installation of a house full of new windows. Ask about zero interest financing, senior and military discounts, and you'll receive a $200 Walmart gift card with your window purchase. Plus a bonus, call 1-800-565-1064 for a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with estimate. Have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Call 1-800-565-1064. That's 1-800-565-1064 or online at royalwindows.com.
The Arkansas Department of Transportation reminds you there is zero tolerance for handheld devices in highway construction zones, which are hands-free by law. And always slow down when you see orange barrels. Help us keep road workers and drivers safe. We all want to get home at the end of the day. Just remember, slow down, phone down. It only takes a second to change your life or someone else's. This message from the Arkansas Department of Transportation, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Looking for something unique to do in Little Rock? Head to the Museum of Discovery. Explore hands-on exhibits, try real science experiments, and meet live animals up close. Little ones will love the Small Fry Fish Camp Gallery, designed just for early learners. Catch an electrifying bipolar musical Tesla coil show or live science demonstration during your visit. And with special events happening all the time, there's always something new to experience for all ages. So plan your visit and check out upcoming events at museumofdiscovery.org.
In today's digital world, compliance isn't just a box to check, it's a necessity. Network Services Group will help you navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity regulations, making sure your business stays compliant and secure. Stay ahead of the curve. Focus on what really matters, growing your business. Network Services Group, your partner in compliance for banks and medical organizations.
Network Services Group. One call does it all.
Tune in to the Gen Wealth Radio Hour, Saturdays at 10 a.m. on The Buzz. Catch what's happening for the headlines impacting your money, the Get Ready for the Future show for retirement and investing insight, and the fastest 4 minutes in finance with Scott Inman for Market News. Get ready for the future. Gen Wealth Radio Hour, Saturdays at 10 on 103.7 The Buzz.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Gen Wealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. When joint pain or an injury slows you down, turn to UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Arkansas's largest orthopedic team and the state's most fellowship-trained surgeons offer expert care for sports injuries and problems affecting the hip, knee, shoulder, spine, hand, foot, ankle, and more. Care is easy to access at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital and the new location on Rodney Parham in Little Rock, next to UAMS Health Urology Center. For walk-in care, choose UAMS Ortho now. Call 501-686-TOSH. When you think ortho, think UAMS.
Live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios, it's Out of Bounds with Wes Moore and Joe Franklin on 103.7 The Buzz.
My left stroke just went viral. Right stroke put a baby in a spiral. Soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Tell them be humble. Sit down. 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 Who that thinking that he frontin' on that man? Get the off.
right, it's time for your Razor Hog update. Earlier this morning, Ryan Silverfield spoke with the media. Of course, the big thing is the quarterback competition. Here he is about the benefit of holding off naming a starter.
Well, it allows, you continue to sell more subscribers on VIP because you have the inside information, and then you can say, hey, this is what I know at practice and what happened. Now, I do think its advantage is because I know our opponents are studying both quarterbacks, right? It's always been, when you face a team that says, well, who's going to be the starters? This guy injured, this guy, because they do have unique skill sets. Obviously, people will be going back and watching some Memphis film, even high school film on A.J. Hill. And then on KJ, guys will be watching last year's stuff. So the more question marks you put into your opponents. I know even some of our future opponents, Utah, Georgia, some of those other teams are going to start studying off-season studies on guys. And if they have an understanding who the quarterback's going to be, it just gives them maybe a couple days leg up. But for us as a team, if it makes sense to announce a starter a little bit earlier, great. I think throughout training camp, and you guys are going to ask, right, like, hey, who's getting it? What we're going to do is we're going to do, hey, day one, and don't read into this, right? KJ will go with the ones. For all the team reps, mostly 7-on-7. Day 2, AJ will. And then day 3, KJ. So we'll truly do an alternating deal. If we get to the point at some point, truly during training camp or once school starts, where we feel like, hey, this guy now needs to get the lion's share with the ones, that'll probably be pretty telling us who our starter will be. At this point, truly an alternating deal. We'll get a better understanding as we get closer. And, I always say this, right? You hope that whoever steps up, it's because they continue to take steps in the positive direction, which we're seeing. That's the good news. It's not like, this guy's not getting it done. And so they're both growing every single day. And listen, if we can have the answer in 3 weeks, if it's 2 weeks, but again, I also don't want to sit here and say, hey, it's definitely going to happen in 2 weeks. And they're both doing better, because the last thing you want to do is, stunt somebody's growth. Obviously, somebody's going to have their feelings hurt, but we've had those conversations. It's a long season. We need them both to buy into the way we're going to do things.
There you go, Ryan Silverfield with the media. I don't know if he'll name one before this, and it honestly doesn't matter to me.
It might even go past that. Might even say, hey, you know what? We're gonna platoon them in the first game. Because what is it, Northern Alabama?
It is.
Right. So
they're both play against Northern Alabama.
So, and then the second week.
Utah.
Yeah, you might want to have one then.
It would be nice if one of them established himself as the guy, and the team, that would be the only benefit. The team would know who their quarterback is and can start kind of grasping that we need to rally around this guy because he's our dude.
For some reason, thinking that if KJ, which a lot of people expect is a starter, A.J. Hill will still see the field because that was kind of what they had in Memphis at the time, and they're familiar with each other. Coaching staff familiar with him. He's familiar with coaching staff. So if he is backup, he may still play a similar role.
Yeah, have a package, packages for him. Yeah, I could see that. I could very well see that.
Yeah. Got Joe Klein in the studio with us. Had some Razorback sound, but that's okay. I know. Neil Atkinson may be joining us here in a bit, Joe. They had that new feature out that came out today. He teased us on it. I wanted him to explain that. By the way, Neil had told me last week they weren't going to be able to put out lines for the games in the Bahamas. It was like, it's just we don't know what to, it's just hard to do. It's an exhibition. Well, Friday on my way home, Joe, we were coming back from Hot Springs, and I heard Neil on the radio saying, yep, we got a line out for this game. I was like, what?
Saracen finds a way. If it's anything local, they're going to look into it.
They're going to give you options. Guys, Friday the line was 9.5.
Thanks for calling.
You were out of state.
I would have found a way.
So
I'd have called my 10-year-old grandson and, hey, go get mommy's phone.
Well, needless to say, I hammered it, and that was about as easy as you're going to ever get on free money.
Yeah, going to the ATM would be harder than that right there. That's very kind of Saracen to do that for you guys.
Oh, shoot. Well, then I kept looking Saturday. It popped up. I got it at 26.5 Saturday, and it hit again because they won by 40. This morning, I saw it pop up, and it was 28.5. And I was like, I'll wait, and we'll talk with Z and Trey and see if we got anything on this Columbia team. It's at 32.5 now. I've cost myself 4 points by waiting.
Yeah.
I better take it now because
32.
It's getting up there. Honestly,
that's a number now.
I was like, in my mind, it needs to be around upper 30s for any of these games. They've already shown the first game. What they win that by? Do you have the box score? I know the second one was by 40, exactly 40, because I
think it was 47, maybe.
It was 47.
Okay.
They were up 31 at half. Yeah.
That was the Bohemian team. There was not much effort put up by the Bohemian team except for when they got mad and started playing pretty cheap. And they started grabbing, holding, pulling, tugging. It got kind of ugly. But they offensively, they turned the ball over. How many turnovers did the Bahamas have? It was like 27, I want to say.
26.
26. Yeah. The team from Canada did a little bit better job. They ran an offense. You could see that they were a well-coached team. They just don't have the dudes.
They came out hitting some shots early too. So Arkansas's defense had to make some adjustments.
They hit a couple of threes in the second half early because I was looking at that line, and they went on an 8-0 run and got it down to like 24, 26, somewhere in there, and then Arkansas looked like they turned it on again. Arkansas finished the game on an 8-0 run and ended up winning by exactly 40. Hold on, I'm making my bet. Done. All right. Thank you, Bet Saracen, by the way, for making this available. Not only do they have the spread at 32.5, they have an over-under set at 168.5, and I think it's been that way for all three games. I haven't touched it because the way Arkansas plays defense, maybe I should be taking the under. What's been the total for the two games so far?
You got right at 156 and 165.
So they both have been under.
Yeah. What was the one for this one?
168.5. Yeah. And they have some player props available too.
That's amazing, Saracen doing that.
It is. But once again, that's what makes them the leader with Arkansas, because they provide Arkansas stuff like this. Mapair Maker, 5 rebounds, 5 blocks, and 6 points, plus 600.
You better put that down. You're gonna be.
I'm done.
You're gonna end up just you're gonna start off. I'm just gonna put 100, and by the time you go through that whole thing, you're gonna be sitting there in front of the TV, sweating and screaming like it's the Super Bowl that you got. How much money you got on this game? Oh, just a little bit, honey.
No, whenever, like I said, I don't bet much. And when I do hit, she's like, how much you win? And I was like, and I'll tell her, she's like, well, why didn't you bet more?
Yeah.
I was like, well, because I didn't know I was going to win. If I knew I was going to win, I would have bet more.
Because in the past, there's been times I have bet more, and I didn't win.
You going to ride that under trend, or are you going to stay away from it?
I hadn't played it yet, so I'm thinking about it, Joe.
Yeah, but the trend has been that it's going to be under simply because you can't depend on the other team to score. Arkansas defends well, but then they could get the total up there depending on how much they score.
What's Arkansas giving up in the two games?
59 and 58 and.
You need your 59? Readers?
Yeah, shut up.
You hand it to me.
59. They're giving up 59 and 58.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50.
So under 60. Both.
It'd be 58.5.
Look at you. Didn't need your readers for that. 870 says, I wish Coach Cal would spend more time with the caller guys. That was great TV. They started to play, and he said, oh, and the room erupted. That is awesome that he's joining them and talking a little bit. I think it was Trey Shapp, and then another buddy of mine sent me a video of Coach Cal, and he's up sitting on the stage, and he'll get up from time to time and walk down towards the court and start yelling and pointing, and then he'll go back to his seat, and he's just like shaking his head.
He's sitting up there. He initially is like, I'm just going to sit up here and watch and chill out,
take notes.
Yeah.
Can't help it. No, you got to be a part of it.
Yeah, that ain't in his make, man. That ain't happening.
Let's see here. Guys, what are your thoughts? This is from Savage. What are your thoughts on the uniforms? Not a fan of the black uniforms. Needs more red.
Yeah, I'm a red guy.
Yeah.
Red or white. You can do the red or white. However, like when the football team has white helmets and a red Razorback, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're all white with red trim. I don't care if they're all red with white trim. You know, the silver, I like the silver helmet because it's got a red Razorback on it. But I'm not into the black and the anthracite, and I'm not into that.
If they break those out and they win a bunch of games, everybody be on board.
I'm not going to lose sleep over it or lose my mind over it. I prefer
traditional
stuff.
Yeah, Savage, I wouldn't. I hope they would never wear the black in a game. I think this is more practice jerseys for just this, these scrimmages, exhibitions, whatever.
I do too.
But no, it wasn't my favorite. I didn't care for the all black. 501 says I didn't like the black unis whatsoever either. I will got to say, my Flow Sports. Well, I was watching at Luce for the first game, at Walk-Ons for the second game. We had one, I think, a little blip where it said, your service has been interrupted, and it lasted like 5 seconds. I'm thinking, oh, God, here we go. I'm going to miss the rest of this half. And it was back right away, both times. So I've been pleased. Of course, the camera work's not great, but at least they have a couple of different camera angles. Yeah. But no, I think it's gotten better. Flow Sports has gotten better.
It's end of the summer basketball in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's good enough. That's what you're going to get.
You can either have a way to watch or not have a way to watch, and this is a way to watch.
It's Flow Sports, man.
Oh yeah.
And they don't even spell flow right.
Not
they don't put the W on flow. They don't even spell their own thing right.
Not expecting ESPN app.
No.
I want you to.
They're not going back to the studio at halftime.
No.
I hope. No, they don't. I hope you get to watch tonight because I want you to check out Overgu.
Yeah.
He's. I think he's going to help a lot. He's a lot bigger. He has that physical presence.
Yeah.
He rebounds. He's got a really good motor. He had 5 offensive rebounds the other night. Now he only had 6 in all. He only had 1 defensive rebound. But the guy is.
If he has a motor, I mean that's the biggest thing, for guys right now is if they can just. It's like last year when Pringle was struggling, everybody and people were like, what would you tell Pringle? I would tell Pringle to play as hard as he possibly run every time as hard. If you can only play 5 minutes because you get tired, but that's how you get out of it. And then when you have size, if you can move and stay involved with the play, a lot of things will just come to you. Rebounds will come to you. You're the bigger dude. You jump higher. You got longer arms. You'll run yourself into points. You'll run yourself into rebounds. You'll run yourself into blocks, which is going to make you feel good. You're going to run yourself into getting fouled and get to the free throw line, which is going to make you feel good about what you're doing, which is going to give you energy, which is going to make you play better. And so, that's the whole thing. Whenever I was recruiting or anything, the first thing if I was watching a big guy, does he get up and down the floor? Does he, is he getting up and is he involved? Is he involved in the play at both ends of the floor all the time, or are they waiting on him, or is he not? Because, I'd rather pull on the reins than whip the horse.
Look at the numbers against the Bahamas for Maper Maker. I was impressed with him. He's 7'1". He is thin. But he was a lot quicker than I was expecting. Like, he moved his feet well for a big guy, that tall. A lot of times, when you see those tall, skinny guys, they're slow of foot. He wasn't slow of foot. I think Maper had like 5 rebounds, 6 rebounds, like 4 or 5 block shots, couple of steals.
4 blocks.
But his length is
6 rebounds.
His length is what's crazy, Joe. They say he's 7'1", but his reach is like 6.5. He got so many rebounds that weren't his rebounds, because his arms are so long.
If he's in the vicinity.
Yes.
And that's the whole thing I'm saying. If these guys will just run, they will run themselves into really good games. They'll look up at the end of the game and they'll be like, damn, 12 points and 12 rebounds. They didn't run one play for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but then you throw in it, you get the ball a couple of times, you make 3 or 4 shots with that. Now all of a sudden you're looking at, had 20 and 10 or something like that, or you made 3 or 4 free throws. You got 23 points, and you had 4 shots that were shots.
Yeah.
But you got 5 offense or rebounds or block shots and things like that, and you keep it simple. All these guys, it's like, you need to teach them moves. You need to they don't have any moves. You got to teach them moves. And it's like, first of all, they got to, number one, you got to be involved in the play. We can't be waiting on you this way. We can't be waiting on you that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Unless you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then we'll wait. If you're Shaq, we'll wait. Okay? But those guys, so you got to be involved in the play. You got to be able to get down the floor, get to the high pick and roll. When it's time to get to the high pick and roll, the guard can't be standing out there waiting for you. And so once you do that, now take this step, take this step, take this step. But you have to be involved in the play. If you're hanging out, you're doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, that's like when I watch him tonight, that's first, do I see him in the picture? Do I constantly see them in the picture when it's going one way or the other?
Yeah.
And you're not going to see them all the time. It's impossible. But I mean, primarily, are they involved in the action or in the area of the action? And then again, you got a 7'6" wingspan and you're in the area, a lot of good, what's going to happen for you.
I love what Coach Coleman said at the end of his press conference. He's like, we got a good team. And I think people are seeing it and they're enjoying it, but we got a guy in Mika Mourning that's not even playing.
Yeah.
And he's like, guys, he's really good too.
Yeah.
That's
What's
another
the deal?
piece.
What's the deal with that? Well, I mean, I heard that coming in. I've been out of town.
He just hadn't been cleared by the NCAA. Eligibility issues, playing in the Euro League. It's a little bit more difficult to get that cleared than some of the other guys in the lower levels, lower leagues. Like Frolov was cleared, but he didn't play in the
high division.
Yeah. So no one seems concerned about it. I've asked, and everybody feels like, no, it's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
it's just,
they're concerned he got paid, so he's coming over here and he's getting paid. But so it's not like before when it was like you can't get paid here.
Yeah.
But you got paid a lot of money over there, so you're a pro. He got paid over there, and he's probably getting paid more over here. So it's like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
And then on top, he can't play, but we got guys who've graduated. I mean, I heard also coming in, Ewan's at Oregon. And I mean, I'm kind of like, again, that's why that's why we got to find a way to get some kind of rules, man.
You got to go, or are you sticking around?
I got to go.
Thanks for the food.
I got to relieve.
Corky's, everything's good?
Yeah, man, we're good.
Rolling?
We're rolling. Summer's coming. School's starting. Just get your catering, your bulk orders, feed your company. Again, today I brought you guys some chicken sandwiches. They're out of this world, and we got just so many different things, man. Just more than barbecue. Really excellent barbecue at a price you're not going to beat in town. I don't think you can find anything on our menu around town that you can beat from a price standpoint and a quality standpoint. A lot of good places to eat. We're one of them, and we give you a great value for your dollar. So call us for your catering, your parties, your drive. We got a drive-through. Bring it on, man. We got you.
Joe, thank you.
Always appreciate it, Joe.
You bet, Joe.
Stick around. Trey Schapp is up next. This is Out of Bounds.
That's why I'm leaving.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone. Each week, Justin and Phil will dive into a different Top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
This is SportsCenter.
The Arkansas Razorbacks basketball team got their preseason off to a hot start in the Baja Mar Hoops Summer League in the Bahamas this weekend. They started Friday with a convincing 106-59 win over the Bahamas national team, led by freshman Jordan Smith Jr. with 22 points and 6 assists. Smith showed out again Saturday in the Hogs' win over Carleton University as they took down the reigning Canadian college champions 98-58. Smith posted a triple-double with 20 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds, while Jeremiah Wilkinson led Arkansas with 26 points, going 5 of 9 from 3. The Razorbacks continue their preseason in Nassau tonight at 5 against Colombian professional team Toros Del Valle, and tomorrow at 11 a.m. against the University of Calgary. I'm Moose for the Buzz Radio Network.
At Our Care, we're more than clinics. We're neighbors caring for neighbors. From checkups and stitches to ongoing health concerns and behavioral health support, our doctors, nurses, and therapists are here for every stage of life. Medications are simple, with local and home delivery pharmacy options. No insurance? We can help, and no one is ever turned away. With more than 100 locations across the Mid-South, affordable care is always nearby. Find a clinic close to you at ourcare.net.
I'm Alan LeVar. For 30 years, my team and I have helped injury victims across Arkansas. So when you hear hurt in a car, call LeVar, here's what that really means. You talk to real lawyers who know Arkansas, not a call center. We deal with the insurance company so you don't have to. If you can't come to us, I'll come to you. Your consultation is always free and confidential, and there's no fee unless we win. Hurt in a car, call LeVar. Arkansas strong for 30 years and ready when you need us.
LeVar Law Injury and Accident Lawyers. Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower. With 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
Out of Bounds on 103.7 The Buzz, live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios. Henard Foothills Equipment in Searcy, leaders in hay equipment with Vermeer hay products. HenardFoothills.com.
What you really like, baby, I can take my time. We don't ever have to fight, just take it step by step.
The Hogs are in paradise, and the Buzz is there too. We're going live to Baja Mar Resort in Nassau and talk Razorback basketball. This special report is brought to you by Bet Saracen, the only local sports betting app in Arkansas. By UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Arkansas Razorbacks. by Gen Wealth Financial Advisors, helping you discover, protect, and share true financial independence. And by the University of Arkansas System, for every Arkansan, for every future. One system, one state. Embedded with the hogs and soaking up the sun in the Bahamas. Here is Trey Schapp.
Let's bring him in. What's up, Trey? How are you?
I'm doing good, Wes. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. Well, getting ready for tip-off, 2.5 hours away. We had a guest, a friend of mine that's down there watching the games call in. Gave us kind of a fan's perspective, so I'm eager to get your perspective after 2 games. First of all, just how do you think they're, as far as running the whole thing down there, how has that been?
Well, outside of the fact that, the rim was broken before they started the first game against the Bahamas national team, I think everything's run pretty smoothly. Well executed. I mean, it's a relaxed atmosphere. There's no question about that. And everybody's gotten a chance to play that, basically that is 100% and able to go. And I think it's been a real, and I'll say this, I went and watched a little bit of Texas A&M playing just a little while ago against Victoria. They tipped off at noon. And I went and watched probably the first 10 minutes of that game. A&M ended up winning 112-88, but it was close. Aggies had 7 players in double figures. But they did not have nearly the crowd that Arkansas has had down here. And Valpo is playing right now. South Carolina will be here in a couple of days, I believe. They start playing. And they might even play tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. South Carolina. No, they play their first game on Saturday. Cincinnati plays their first game tomorrow, right after Arkansas and Calgary. So I would say Arkansas has got the biggest fan base down here. And I think I know who you're talking about that called in. Let's see. Scott, was it?
No, it was Michael.
Oh, okay, Michael. All right.
Trey, these
you know a lot of people that are down
here. These first couple of games, Jordan Smith, not to mention, has been really impressive. But outside of Jordan Smith, who have you been impressed with through these first couple of games?
Well, I like Origu, and I know he hadn't even been on campus hardly that long before he hopped on the plane to come down here. But I like him. I like Abdou Toure. 16-10 in that first game against the Bahamas, and then he backed it up with 15 points against Carleton. University had 1 turnover in that game against Carleton, only had 1 turnover in the game against the Bahamas. So I like him. I really like Mapir Maker, although we did not see a lot of him in the second game because he kind of went down to the floor hard, hit the back of his head. It'll be interesting to see how much he plays today and how much Billy Richmond plays, because both of them kind of got banged up in the game against Carrollton University. And it'll be interesting to see if they come back, if they bounce back just like Jeremiah Wilkinson did. I mean, 26 points. What can you say about him in the second game down here after only playing a little over 5 minutes in the first game? 7 of 12 from the floor, 5 of 9 behind the 3-point line. That's over 50%. 7 of 9 at the free throw line. A lot of those free throws were after he had been fouled on a 3-point shot, and he's able to go to the line and take 3 of them. So
it happened 3
26
times.
points for him in that second game.
Yeah, so all 9
Yeah,
of
so
them
he's
were.
7 of 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was wild.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Wes. It was. And I'll tell you this, too. The shooting of this basketball team, 54% for the game against Carrollton and 49.4% against the Bahamas, so just barely under 50% from the game. You would take that night in, night out right now.
Yeah, I noticed that the first game, it was a lot of layups and dunks. I thought their mid-range game was off, and I think it was Z that talked about it's just a weird environment to shoot. You got to get used to it, and he expected their shooting to get better while they were down there. And I think we saw that in the second game.
Yeah, I think you're right. The fact that they kind of locked in, honed in, they shot 58% in the first half, 50% in the second half in that second game. And their defense has been lockdown defense. Carrollton actually got out to a lead against them. They had a 3-point lead at one point in the game, and then Arkansas kind of went on their runs. Their biggest lead in the game against Carrollton was 40, which is where it ended, 58 to 98. Their biggest lead against the Bahamas was 51. So they've been able to stretch games out. They've been able to go on runs. They had an 11-0 scoring run against Carrollton, and their best scoring run against the Bahamas was a 10-0 run. The Bahamas kind of used their timeouts wisely, trying to stop Arkansas's runs, and it worked. Another thing that I thought was big was points in the paint. 46 against Carrollton, 66 against the Bahamas, and then points off turnovers, 37 in the game against the Bahamas when they forced 26 turnovers by the Bahamas national team. A little bit less against Carrollton. They only turned it over 15 times, and the Razorbacks converted that into 18 points.
That game against Bahamas, that first half, 19 points, that was really impressive for Arkansas's defense to hold a team to 19 points in 20 minutes.
Well, I think, yeah, Joe and Wes, I think the Bahamas national team, they had to get some of their guys that had just come off of work and had to get loose. And so they were using the first half to do that. But in the second half, they started heating it up. I think what they tried to do in the second half was like, okay, we're not going to be able to go in against these guys and try to go at them at the rim, because you look at Arkansas for the game against them, they had 13 blocks against the Bahamas national team. So in the second half, they just started chunking up threes. They were 0 of 10 in the first half. In the second half, they just came back and started chunking up even more threes, it seemed like, and couldn't really hit them. They finished 3 of 18. So the one guy that was really lighting it up from downtown for them was who? I'm trying to see where it was. I guess they had a mix of guys, but Bridgewater was the guy that was really taking a lot, and I guess he might have hit more than I thought he did. He only made one of them, but their game plan, it seemed like to me in the second half, was to take more outside shots than they did in the first half.
Got Trey Schapp with us down in the Bahamas. Trey, you know anything about tonight's team, Torre del Valle?
Yeah, not a whole lot. They're from Colombia. They're from Colombia, and that's about all I know. So we get to hear another national anthem before the game tonight. We heard "O Canada" before the game against Carrollton. We did not get to hear the Bahama national anthem because of the fact that the rim was broken and they had to fix it. They just scrapped the national anthems. But, we'll get to hear the Colombia national anthem before the game tonight. That's Wes, that's about the only thing I can tell you. I've seen some of the teams walking around the hotel a little bit, the resort here, the Grand Hyatt Baja Mar, and none of them look as tall as Arkansas, not even Texas A&M, not even Cincinnati, not even Valpo. Arkansas they really stand out. When they're not even on the court, they stand out.
I have been impressed with so many of these guys, and I love what Chin Coleman said after the game Saturday. He's like, guys, we got a pretty good team. I think you've been able to see that, and we're only going to get better. And, oh, by the way, Mika's not playing with us, and he's pretty good too. He's one of, I think he said he's one of the best. Yeah.
Yeah. He can really light it up from outside. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Just think about how much better they're going to be. And then if you're a team that is trying to play defense against them, where do you go? Because Jordan Smith has been able to get to the rim anytime that he wants to down here. And look, I get it. It's not NCAA competition, but Carrollton University won the collegiate league in Canada last year. So they were basically a national champion in Canada. And so it's not a bad team, but it's just not up to the NCAA standards. And I just think that Arkansas is going to continue to just motor through this thing down here, probably put up, close to 100, if not over 100 points today against this team they're going to play out of Colombia, Torres del Valle. And I just look for them to continue their run, and you would have to think that Coach Cal's pretty pleased with what he's been able to see, although we haven't heard from him. We get the coach that is coaching the game after in the post game. It's my understanding we're going to get Bruiser Flint today. He's going to coach the team, and then Coach Cal's son is going to coach them tomorrow. So I might have to ask Kaywood if, hey, I know that, Cal didn't coach this game. He's sitting out, but can we at least get a couple of questions with him about how he thought his assistants did coaching or something like that, and how he thought the trip went, kind of to wrap it up. So hopefully we will get that tomorrow after the game.
When are they leaving?
They are leaving right after the game tomorrow. So I say right after, but as soon as the game is over tomorrow, they'll have time to shower, clean up, and everything. And they are on a charter, and they will head to New Orleans, where they will land there at New Orleans International Airport, clear customs, and then they will fly back to Fayetteville from New Orleans after they gas the plane up and everybody clears customs. So they should get back sometime late tomorrow evening to Northwest Arkansas and Fayetteville.
I'm guessing they had a change of plans, because last Monday when he spoke with the media at the end of the press conference, he said that he asked who all was going down there, and a couple guys raised their hand. He said, all right, well, I think we'll do this again when we're down in the Bahamas. We're going to split the team up and play against each other, and we'll let y'all come in and watch that. And my thinking was that would be the stiffest competition they face while they're in the Bahamas when they play each other, and that would be the game to go to and get to watch. But, looking at the schedule, I figured they would have done that yesterday. But they took yesterday off and went out on a cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, he did do a practice on Thursday, and he opened it up to media and fans. That was my travel day down here. If we would have known that he would have done that, we would have tried to, I guess, come in on Wednesday and get some of that with Coach Cal and everything and see the team. They might have done a light scrimmage then, but yeah, I don't think he's going to split them up now. And they're not staying down here. I know that. Yeah. I mean, they're leaving tomorrow evening after the game. So I just couldn't get a commercial flight out, or I would have been out of here tomorrow night as well. So Wednesday morning for me, boys.
Who has because it's been a lot of spectacular performances, but who has surprised you the most that you didn't realize they could do what they're doing?
That's a good question. I would say Abdou Toure. He's just so smooth, so solid. Look, Jordan Smith comes with so many accolades. Yeah. And you saw him in the McDonald's All-American game. You saw him in the Hoop Summit out in Portland. So I just think that Abdou Toure is one that has really jumped off. If you're watching, the tape, film, whatever you want to call the video, he's one that jumped off at me outside of the Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith is worth the price of admission. I told Bill Vickery that yesterday when I called in to the Sunday Buzz. If you want to go see a guy that is A1 and done, no question about it, could be the top pick, could be top 5, it's Jordan Smith. He just does everything so well, and he's not going to back down from anybody, Wes and Joe. And in the game against the Bahamas, it was like a 40-point game, and he was playing lockdown defense on the Bahamas guard and forces him to he basically knocked the ball away out of bounds and just got a quick little stop, and they had to reset their possession. It's just little things like that they're fighting for playing time with this team. It's not like, Cal's first year where he had basically 8, 9 players maybe, and a couple of them get hurt. So he's down to 7, a 7-man rotation. Yeah. I mean, he's looking at having, 10, 11, 12, maybe even 13 that he can rotate in.
Trey, it's always good to see who may be considered your best player as a really good defender also and willing to play defense. Mm-hmm. That's always a great sign for a team.
No, you're right. And that's one thing that Jeremiah Wilkinson said, and then Chin Coleman kind of took it a step further with him. Yeah, if you're going to play defense for us, and if you get hot, we're going to keep feeding you the ball, but you got to play defense. And Jeremiah Wilkinson said that in the postgame Saturday. He said, look, I know I've got to play defense. Defense travels. This team is going to be built around defense. And they're showing it so far in the summer league down here. I think the first couple of minutes of each game, it's kind of a feel out of each team. But once they kind of feel them out, then Arkansas hits their stride. They're gone. They're off to the races. They're putting run after run after run together, and they're just doing a really good job of executing what the game plan is and what the coaches want them to do.
Trey, good stuff. Thanks, man. We appreciate you. We'll let you get back to it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good, guys.
Trey Schaap. Thanks to University of Arkansas System, General Financial, UMS Health, and Bet Saracen. Speaking of Bet Saracen, Neil Atkinson's going to join us when we come back. They're doing a great job putting up some specials for these games in the Bahamas, and they got a new contest. Details of that next. This is Out of Bounds.
Looking for a better deal on your next vehicle? Make the smart drive to Smart Auto Group. Since 1906, Smart Auto Group has been helping drivers find the right vehicle at the right price. Arkansas's oldest auto groups. Shop a huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, and Honda vehicles, all backed by the hometown service you can trust. You'll find great selection and great value at Smart Auto Group. Make the smart drive today and start saving at smartdrive.com.
When it's 100 degrees outside, your body works harder. But a lot of us guys ignore the warning signs. Low energy, fatigue, frequent bathroom trips. Changes in how you feel. Easy to blame the heat, but sometimes your body is trying to tell you something more. This summer, don't ignore symptoms that aren't going away. The experts at Arkansas Urology can help you find answers and treatment options that fit your life. Visit ArkansasUrology.com. Arkansas Urology, because feeling your best matters.
The Saracen Casino Hotel is now open and accepting reservations. Saracen's new 14-story hotel features 318 modern guest rooms and suites, offering luxe accommodations paired with the elevated amenities and the southern hospitality customers have come to expect from Saracen Casino Resort. And while you're at it, don't skip dinner at Red Oak, recognized as Arkansas's best restaurant for 5 years running. Book your stay with Saracen by visiting SaracenResort.com or calling Saracen today.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. But wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of back pain relief. With just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Burroughs and Mr. Frank's is a long-standing, iconic luxury eyewear shop in the Heights. They're family-owned and operated opticians that feature high-end designer eyewear that you can't find anywhere else. Brands like Cartier, Gucci, Salt, and State Optical. Plus, they have all their lenses from the high-tech lens crafter Zeiss, who make lenses for cameras, telescopes, microscopes, and yes, glasses. These are found only at Burroughs, and they do all the fitting and lab work right in their own in-store lab. They're at 5901 R Street in the Heights, Burroughs and Frank's Optical.
When your truck can't perform, the whole job slows down. Powers Truck Parts and Service in North Little Rock specializes in Muncie PTOs and pumps, hydraulics, and vocational truck systems that keep your fleet working hard. From refuse trucks to utility and construction equipment, their experienced team delivers reliable repairs and quality parts fast. From headlight to tail light and everything in sight, they'll help reduce downtime and keep your crews moving. Visit PowersTruckParts.com today. The board-certified, fellowship-trained physicians at Martin Orthopedics provide complete care for students, adults, and athletes. At Martin Orthopedics, the surgeons and staff pay exceptional attention to every patient's needs. When you go to Martin Orthopedics, every member of the team aims to help patients return to their normal daily activities or playing the sport they love without pain. Whether it's your knee, hip, or shoulder, the physicians at Martin Orthopedics stand ready to assist. For more information or to set up your consultation online, go to martinortho.care.
What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco. Representing
Back at it. It is Out of Bounds. Westmore and Joe Franklin with you on this Monday. We're going to bring in Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. He joins us now. What's up, Neil? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Just out and about. Just taking care of the weekend, getting ready for this week. Got the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. Getting ready for that because we use those preseason games because you don't have all the props running because you just can't because you don't know who's going to be in or not. But we actually are running all of that stuff in the background, testing it out, getting ready for the regular season. So looking forward to that, just to have football on the TV and to be able to test out all our systems, making sure we're ready when the real pigskin gets into play here in a couple of weeks.
I was singing the praises of Bet Saracen a little earlier today for you guys having some specials on the Arkansas basketball team down in the Bahamas. I hope some people took advantage of the free money you were handing out on Friday night. I was shocked. 9.5 was the line for the Bahamas game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. You try to put pen to papers and do some numbers. And of course, we weren't going to take the regular liability that you would on a regular NCAA game. But if it's Arkansas and they've got a ball in their hands, it doesn't matter if it's an exhibition in the Bahamas off season. We can run exhibition games, because the NFL preseason are exhibition games. And that's how Bet Saracen stays your local book. And that's our commitment to the Hogs. We're going to cover them whenever we can. And, we put the line up there. It was kind of easy pickings on that one because we don't have very, very many people betting on the Bahamas or betting on the Canadian team. But if you're going to spread the Hogs, you got to spread it for everything, and that's what we do. And last I looked, we're the only ones in the state doing it, and I think we're, very few around the country are doing it. But, hey, not as many people have passionate fan bases like we do here in Arkansas, so we're going to take care of them.
Neil, those lines were adjusted well, too, for the next game, and then, of course, the game tonight.
Yeah, we've got. What do we put 32.5? I don't think you can put a big enough number on it tonight, but the traders are trying to dial it in a little bit, and we'll see how they do. But again, at the end of the day, remember this is an exhibition game. We don't have people betting the farm on it. We just have people doing it, making it interesting because I know a lot of people are having to find it on the streaming. And I heard you earlier. I hope that tip works on the prime tonight because I'm going to try that out myself.
Yeah,
I hope I get that to work tonight too. So,
Neil, I called you because I wanted you to explain the newest feature. I looked on it this morning, right there, top on the banner, the Major League Baseball Pick'em leaderboard. What is this? How do we play this?
Absolutely, yeah. The Pick'em. If you've ever played Pick Six in fantasy sports or any of that other apps, but I mean, really, a Pick Six is nothing more than a 16 parlay. And all we do is just curate the picks. And we went real simple on the first day. You're just picking the winners of the various Major League Baseball games tonight. We've got 6 games on there. Just click on that Pick'em tab, and all you do is go through and pick who's going to win. You don't have to worry about any odds or anything of that nature. And we actually have a tiebreaker, which is you just put how many runs are going to be scored in these 6 games, and we'll just use that as a tiebreaker. And every one you get right, you'll get 5 points. And if you'll make picks every day of the week and submit them, by the way, this is free to play. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is have a valid Bet Saracen account and be located in the state of Arkansas. Make these picks each day, and we'll have a leaderboard at the end of the week, and the top 3 will get some free play. It is easy as that. And also at the end, when you do your Pick Six, we have it where you can just go ahead and put it in a bet slip, and you can bet anywhere from $1 on up, and put your money where your mouth is on your Pick Sixes. And don't forget, if you want to take a game or two out of there and do a smaller parlay, you can, or you can add to it. But yeah, we just made it real easy for you to curate your pick and do a little parlay, and you make a little money. And if you're in the top 3 at the end of the week in this free to play contest, you can get some free play to play next week also.
And that's every day.
That's every day. Yep. And if you miss a day, it's going to be hard to catch up, but that's what I'm glad you called and got me today because you got a much better chance of doing it each day of the week. And of course, I want you to log in the app each day because you might make a little side bet while you're in there. So it's no secret why we run these promotions like this because we want to get you engaged and get you used to using the app. And that Pick Six has been a product, been a fun product out there that a lot of these side apps have used, and said, heck, I mean, it's a sports betting thing. Let's bring it to Bet Saracen, and that's what we've done.
I am signed up. I'm ready to go. I'll make my 6 picks, and we'll see how we fare against everybody else.
Yep, and it should be real easy interface because all you got to do is just pick on the jerseys there between the two. And then, like I said, the hardest thing you got to do is do a tiebreaker. So if we got people that tie in the points, we'll just use the tiebreakers on the daily. But, in those 6 games, just however many runs you think are going to be able to score, and that's what we'll use. It's easy as that. And hope you have a little fun with it. And maybe you can be in the top 3, or if you do a really good job on your dailies and you put it in a parlay, you can score a nice little score on that one. I think the one that I did today, testing it out, for $1 is going to pay me $40 to hit. So I'll see if it happens in the morning on my test account.
Neil, we appreciate it. Thanks for making a special appearance. Congratulations.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Hey, have fun with it. Bet with your head, not over it. Good luck on those parlays, and have fun with the Pick Six. We'll talk to you on Friday.
That is Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. Coming up, what's trending, and Coach Z. It's Out of Bounds.
It's the Hustler Summer Sizzler happening now at Cabot Outdoors. Save big this summer with up to $2,000 off select Hustler zero-turn mowers. Grab the X-Ride 60-inch and save $2,000. Enjoy 0% financing for 42 months with approved credit. Payments as low as $330 a month. And don't miss Hustler Raptor deals. Get $250 off or score a free DeWalt tool. Sale ends July 31st. Cabot Outdoors, your source for Hustler and DeWalt equipment. Get mowing today. Online at CabotOutdoors.com. Fried green tomato salad is back and better than ever at Eat My Catfish. It'll only be here for a limited time. Stop by or order online from any of their 5 Eat My Catfish locations to try this delicious fan favorite today. Eat fresh, eat local, Eat My Catfish.
At Our Care, we're more than clinics. We're neighbors caring for neighbors. From checkups and stitches to ongoing health concerns and behavioral health support, our doctors, nurses, and therapists are here for every stage of life. Medications are simple, with local and home delivery pharmacy options. No insurance? We can help, and no one is ever turned away. With more than 100 locations across the Mid-South, affordable care is always nearby. Find a clinic close to you at ourcare.net.
No matter what you do,
you were finished.
We can't be stopped.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
103.7 The Buzz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
KABZ, Little Rock.
UAMS and Jefferson Regional Medical Center are partnering to expand into Southeast Arkansas. Officials said the agreement's expected to bring enhanced services and new possibilities. They stress this is not a sale of the hospital and that all employees, including medical staff and the management team, will remain in place and active. Officials scheduled 2 town halls on Monday and Tuesday for employees to have any questions answered. Authorities in Pine Bluff are investigating a deadly shooting at a Domino's Pizza. Around 7:30 Sunday evening, they found 25-year-old Jarvis Bowden dead in the kitchen area of the restaurant. Witnesses say Bowden and an employee were fighting when another employee, 42-year-old Jerry Henderson, shot him. Henderson is now facing a first-degree murder charge. A Bentonville West sophomore will compete in the regional finals for American Ninja Warrior tonight. Hayes Dyer advanced after finishing the qualifying course in 1 minute and 53 seconds. You can watch him compete tonight at 7. I'm KARK's Caroline Derby for the Buzz Radio Network.
Are you still on the sidelines? Then it's time you suit up and get in the game. Download Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app, Bet Saracen, today.
With KARK's Juliana Cullen.
Plenty of sunshine and high temperatures in the lower 90s today for your Monday. Humidity also not too high for today, so it should be a pretty comfortable day for August standards. As we move towards Tuesday, we'll start off in the 60s and 70s again out the door in the morning, but we'll warm up into the mid-90s by the afternoon. This is meteorologist Juliana Cullen, the Arkansas Storm Team for the Buzz Radio Network.
If you're a bank needing GLBA compliance or a defense contractor looking for CMMC compliance, meet the team at Network Services Group with tailored solutions to help you navigate the complex regulatory landscape, allowing you to focus on what matters most, your clients and your growth. Don't gamble with compliance. Network Services Group, your partner in GLBA and CMMC Network compliance.
Services Group. One call does it all.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word.
The World Cup fans fear their favorite team or player getting a red card, the worst foul you can commit. In the South, here are a few other red cards that you can get. Talking back to mama, not pulling over for a funeral procession, thinking mac and cheese isn't a vegetable, referring to Mary Frances as just Mary, telling grandma that you're not hungry, only getting 2 sides at a meat and 3. And the worst of all, scheduling a Saturday event during football season. Missing out on the delectable snacks at Doublebee's is also deserving of a red card. All of Doublebee's 34 locations in Arkansas have something to drive back your hunger and put a smile on your face. Stop by today, and you'll receive a warm welcome to Doublebee's. Because Doublebee's is where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers, your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
It's Honda of Russellville's 47th anniversary celebration. Celebrate with big savings store-wide. Register to win a 2026 Honda HR Forest Edition 4-Track Foreman 4x4 with a powerful 518cc engine and long travel suspension to tackle every job and trail. It's Honda of Russellville, Arkansas's #1 Honda powerhouse dealer. Visit HondaofRussellville.com today. Honda recommends the Foreman for riders 16 years and older and recommends that all ATV riders take a training course.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening, live. An unforgettable evening of Led Zeppelin's greatest hits and deepest cuts. Friday, August 28th at Oakline Event Center. Get tickets now at oakline.com. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and Light Maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Live from the Henard Foothills Equipment Studios, it's Out of Bounds with Wes Moore and Joe Franklin on 103.7 The Buzz.
Parmesan with my accountant lips. In fact, I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy a Westie world with my base stuff. I know that it's good. Won't you sit it on my taste buds? I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block and break it down. We playing Tetris. AM to the PM.
What's trending in the world of sports is sponsored by Arkansas-based West Rock Coffee. Join West Rock Coffee and their 1.5 million coffee farmers around the globe as they fuel Arkansas with great tasting coffee, tea, and water delivered directly to your business. Contact them at westrockcoffee.com or 833-886-JAVA today.
All right, over the weekend, some baseball. We'll start with some Major League Baseball. Yankees, Cubs, close one.
Driven deep to left center field. On the run, PCA. Looking up. See ya. A long home run for Caballero. And it is 2-0 Yanks.
The Yankees hold on. 2-1 your final victory over the Cubs. White Sox taking on the Rays.
Benintendi sends this one deep in the air to right field. Back it goes! It's now the rally pants with the homer!
The flood is over. The land is dry. Why do you wear your pants so high? A Betty bomb.
Pereira gives this one a ride into left center field. Out the wall. It is gone! Welcome back to the home run party, Everson Pereira.
White Sox all over the Rays. 9-1 your final. Let's check on Philadelphia and Baltimore.
Fly ball center field. Kowser ventures back out toward the track to the wall. He jumps. It's gone! 2-run home run, De La Cruz. And the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead here in the third. And that ball is crushed deep to right field. It is gone! 23rd home run of the year. Number 386 for his career. And the Phillies lead it 5-0.
They went on to win that one 8-0. By the way, the Orioles have traded their star catcher, Adley Rutschman, three-time All-Star, going to Boston.
Oh, yeah. Sox are making some moves because they've been playing well.
Let's go to the Tigers and A's.
In the air to left field, Soderstrom over his head, one up against the wall. 2 runs are in. Wow, overthought it. He hung a slider. Valencia 2-run double and a 6-0 lead for the Tigers. Down the left field line, that'll be extra bases for Valencia. Torres is in, Dingler right behind him. It's a 4 RBI day for Eduardo Valencia.
Big game from him, big game for the Tigers. They shut out the A's 11-0. Seattle, Minnesota up next.
Smacked left field. How much is on it? Plenty. It's gone. 3-run home run, Cal Raleigh. The Mariners have blown it open in the 7th inning. Line, base hit, ball game. Colt Emerson, his first career walk-off knock, and the Mariners take down the Twins in 9, 7-6. They walk them off for the second consecutive day.
Jumped out to the lead, but then had to hold off and come back and win it in the 9th. 7-6 your final. Padres Giants up next.
Merrill to deep right center field. Back goes Lee, looking up, it is gone! Little Merrill madness. 2-run shot, Padres take a 2-0 lead. On the ground, short, diving is Adames. He'll have no play. 2 runs will score.
Padres beat the Giants 5-4. Trade deadline's coming up. We got 2 hours left, less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
5 o'clock our time.
5 o'clock Central.
Yeah, there's been some big trades already.
Rays are requiring starting pitcher Freddie Peralta from the Mets. It has been confirmed by our Jim Bowden. In return, New York will receive 3 of Tampa Bay's top 30 prospects.
The Yankees are requiring Garcia from the Nats, 26 years old, leads the NL in slug, 283, 23 bombs, under club control through the end of next year. 4 prospects are going back to the Nationals in the trade.
Blue Jays making a blockbuster trade ahead of Monday evening's deadline, sending pitcher Kevin Gausman to the Chicago Cubs. The 35-year-old played parts of the last 5 seasons with Toronto, including 5 postseason appearances with the team. His 920 strikeouts as a Blue Jay rank 6th in franchise history. In return, the Blue Jays get prospects Brett Bateman and Ty Southicene. Gausman is set to become a free agent at the end of this season.
Rich are getting richer. The 2-time reigning World Series champion Dodgers have agreed to a blockbuster deal for the 2-time reigning AL Cy Young Award winner in Tarek Skubal. In return, the Dodgers are sending pitchers River Ryan and Brady Smith and outfielder Zaire Hope to Detroit.
It's a lot so far and more to come.
Yeah. I saw where the Mariners made a trade today. They did not say who they were giving up in the trade. I wondered if it was any Travelers were involved. I haven't.
They usually do some prospects.
Yeah.
Like Yankees deal, they sent 4 right-handed pitchers away, and that's what you have to do sometimes. It's not just about current players. A lot of times it's about prospects and some of those up-and-coming players. Phillies made a deal where they acquired second baseman Luis Arias, and because of that, they shifted their entire infield, and with that shift, Bryce Harper goes back to right field, and he's played first base for a while now.
Taylor Ward is who Seattle got from the Orioles. Wow, their Orioles are selling, right? Let's see if I can find trade deadline. Right-handers Alex Hopp, Harrison Kryling, and Brock Moore is who they're trading away. See if I got any details on those 3 guys. No. No, sorry. No.
NFL news, A.J. Brown, newly acquired New England Patriot receiver. He dislocated his thumb in practice earlier today, and he just said, you just keep going. He says it was tough, tried to get back in the flow state, but really quickly, because obviously you're going to go through some pain, but he said the game is what it is. You're going to have bumps and bruises, and you have to keep going. I know it's practice, but I'm not coming out of practice. Thumb out of place, you keep going.
Somebody was asking about David Walker the other day, how he was looking. A guy that covers the Buccaneers tweeted out video of him in practice getting after the quarterback and beating Luke Goedecke. Said he's looking really good. And the encouraging thing is he's looking this good this soon after, the surgery, and feels like he's picked up right where he left off. So really good news about former UCA Bear David Walker.
Bears are going to be without their safety, Kobe Bryant, for 8 to 10 weeks. He's dealing with a knee injury suffered in practice recently. But great news that he's not done for the season. Yeah. He's going to be out 8 to 10 weeks. And Chris Bosh, he's somebody throughout his NBA career had to deal with blood clots, and it actually caused his retirement. And he issued a warning to Victor Wemby. He just says, take your medicine because your career could be cut short. So he's saying this is something that he had to deal with, and he's letting Wemby know it's a serious issue, and you need to make sure you stay on track with everything because it can be career ending. U.S. men's national team manager Mauricio Pochettino is signing a new deal where he's going to coach through 2030 World Cup. So he signed that new deal, and he's on board for next 4 years. We'll see how the team continues to progress with him as manager, and that's what you usually see, that managers will sign through World Cup, and then after that, future kind of up in the air. But that was where he was with this current World Cup that just happened. His future was up in the air, but now he's signed through next World Cup.
Now, does he go off and coach some other team in between the World Cup, or is he strictly working for the United States the entire time?
He's just a U.S. manager now.
Because I know the players all go off and they're playing in other leagues. I didn't know if he's like a coach at a different league somewhere.
No. Once you get attached to a country and a national team, that's your sole focus. And they play matches throughout leading up. They play qualifiers. They play their regional tournament, or it's a bunch of countries that qualify. So they'll have some friendlies. They'll have all kinds of matches coming up.
They got work for him to do.
Absolutely.
All right. And over the weekend, we had WWE SummerSlam.
Chelsea's got a chance. Oh, my God. Chelsea's scaling the ladder. Chelsea's got the title. Chelsea Green is the champion. Oh, and Femi just knocked a chair out of Lesnar's hand. Oh, but Femi falls from grace. Here's the cover. Oh, but Femi slays the beast. A third spear. The death blow to the shield. The death blow to Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns retains the title.
Did you watch any?
No, but there are some people out there. We have an audience for it, so that was for them.
Heck, yesterday after church on the Buzz Network program, that's all they were talking about was the some of the matches. I was driving around running errands, and it was just all WWE talk for an hour straight.
Oh yeah, it's big. I mean, ESPN is a big part of their programming.
Oh yeah, and they're going to promote the heck out of it, whether it's commercials or on the radio like that. They're gonna work it in. They're gonna promote it the heck out of it now that it's one of their big things.
PFL and MVP MMA.
Yeah.
Jake Paul, they had a big event on Friday night, and there seemed to be some excitement around it, knowing that merger had just happened, and Jake Paul was in there and, of course, talking trash, and they put a mic in front of his face, but he was given some of the belts after the matches, and it seemed like a really good event that night, and that's what PFL does. They do a lot of Friday night events as opposed to UFC doing them on Saturday. So
it's good.
Smart. Anybody who's an MMA fan, you'll be able to enjoy both of them. They won't be happening at the same time for most part.
Have you heard about this thing Clay Travis is doing with the high school team, WNBA team he wants to do?
No.
Okay. So Clay Travis, I guess he's had this offer out for a while. And now he tweeted this afternoon, I am upping my offer, $10 million for a head-to-head basketball game between the defending WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces and a boys high school state title team of my choice. If the Aces beat my team, I will give them $10 million.
Ooh, that's enticing. Why wouldn't they jump on that?
I mean, it's kind of the battle of the sexes, part 2?
I think there have been numerous over the years.
Yeah, but I think that would be a one of those events that people would tune in to see.
Absolutely, yeah.
To watch, because there's some really good high school state champions with some size, athleticism. I mean, some really good players.
Mm-hmm.
How would they compete? How would they fare against? And obviously, Clay Travis thinks they'd win. He's putting $10 million up.
Yeah. No, that's intriguing though. That'd be interesting to watch. How about instead of champion team, how about WNBA puts an all-star team together?
Yeah.
Team of their USA team.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be good TV. I'm sure Clay Travis has got that worked out too to get some of his in case he loses his $10 million back.
Oh, it's insured for sure.
Yeah.
USC and Notre Dame, they're going to renew their rivalry in football starting in 2030. They're going to have a 4-game series. And also with this, Indiana and Notre Dame, their home and home is going away.
Is one connected to the other? Or it's just a coincidence?
No, not necessarily. Well, I guess in a couple of those seasons, that's when Indiana and Notre Dame were going to play.
Gotcha. Maybe I think I saw Indiana cancel that.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, that allowed them, it opened up, and so they needed an opponent and get USC.
And it was over several years, too, because they played in 2021. The return game was in 2030. So, it was quite a bit of time between them.
Cool. All right, let's hit the break. We'll get Coach Z on here. Get a little preview of tonight's game. Heck, we're only an hour and 35 minutes away from the tip-off between Arkansas and Columbia. Coach Z will be on the call. We'll get his thoughts on what he's seen so far. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Genesis of Conway presents Craig O'Neill each week when he joins Roger, Baz, and Justin on Morning Mayhem. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
This is SportsCenter.
The Arkansas Razorbacks basketball team got their preseason off to a hot start in the Baha Mar Hoops Summer League in the Bahamas this weekend. They started Friday with a convincing 106-59 win over the Bahamas national team, led by freshman Jordan Smith Jr. with 22 points and 6 assists. Smith showed out again Saturday in the Hogs' win over Carleton University as they took down the reigning Canadian college champions 98-58. Smith posted a triple-double with 20 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds, while Jeremiah Wilkinson led Arkansas with 26 points, going 5 of 9 from 3. The Razorbacks continue their preseason in Nassau tonight at 5 against Colombian professional team Toros Del Valle, and tomorrow at 11 a.m. against the University of Calgary. I'm Moose for the Buzz Radio Network.
It's Chuck the Promo Guy. Join me every Tuesday with Morning Mayhem for Check-In with Chuck, brought to you by McClarty Mazda in North Little Rock. Looking for a pre-owned vehicle? McClarty Mazda has over 900 to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all at great prices. Shop online today at McClartyMazda.com.
I'm Laura Landro, CEO of Entergy Arkansas, and we have a plan for our growing state. We're building new, more fuel-efficient power plants to keep up with your energy needs. We're reducing outages, and we're ensuring Arkansas has the power it needs to help attract new industry and better jobs, all while keeping rates below the national average. Like most Entergy employees, I'm from here, and we're committed to creating a brighter Arkansas today and for the next generation.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening, live. An unforgettable evening of Led Zeppelin's greatest hits and deepest cuts. Friday, August 28th at Oakline Event Center. Get tickets now at oakline.com. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Tune in to the Gen Wealth Radio Hour, Saturdays at 10 a.m. on The Buzz. Catch what's happening for the headlines impacting your money, the Get Ready for the Future show for retirement and investing insight, and the fastest 4 minutes in finance with Scott Inman for Market News. Get ready for the future. Gen Wealth Radio Hour, Saturdays at 10 on 103.7 The Buzz.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Gen Wealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Fraud is on the rise, and scammers are getting more convincing every day. But remember this, your bank will never call you asking for your debit card number, expiration date, PIN, security code, or online banking login information. If you receive a message or call that feels off, trust your instincts. Hang up. Don't click. Don't respond. Instead, contact your bank directly using a number you know and trust. Protect your information. Protect your money. When in doubt, call your bank.
It's beautiful, it's bittersweet. You're like a broken home to me. I take a shot of memories and black out like an empty street. I fill my days with the way you walk and fill my nights with broken dreams. I make up lies inside my head like one day you'll come back to me. Now I'm not holding on, not holding on. I'm just afraid to show gone. Not holding on, not holding on. Beautiful mistakes.
Game number 3 coming up in about an hour and a half. You can watch it on Flow Sports or Amazon Prime. Prime has it. See, Arkansas took care of the Bahamas on Friday night, 106-59. And they beat Carleton out of Canada, 98-58, Saturday night. So they won by 54, 40, and 47 in their first 2 games. Arkansas scoring, what would that be, 102 points a game on average, and giving up 58.5. Defense has been good. Been impressive. Let's see, Carleton shot 31% from the floor, 29% from the three-point line. The Bahamas shot 36% from the floor and 17% from the three-point line. Let's bring in Matt Zimmerman. Been able to listen to Coach the last couple of games. What's up, Coach? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on. And last school day, Bahamas, and I'm watching Valparaiso 55, Carlton 35. Last time I saw Valpo, we played them in North Little Rock. And those guys, and actually they played us a pretty good game down there. Coach Muss was the head coach, so it's interesting. I watched A&M at 12 noon, and literally A&M, they may literally have 25 fans here. And Valpo's probably got 30 fans here, and then the Razorbacks roll in with about 400. How about that?
It's been impressive on TV. You could tell. I mean, the gym is packed, and we had somebody that's down there call in on the show earlier today. Was talking about how fun of a trip it is, and the access you have, and just how great of a venue it is to watch because every seat in there is perfect. So it's sounds like the Razorback fans would love to go back. Do you think Calipari would like to make this a trip that he does every year?
I think so, because, we talked about it on here before, that the rules have changed, and, of course, now that you can go every year, he's not going to not go, ladies. He's not going to not go. He's not going to feel like he's going to want those practices, and he's going to want the competition. And, it's just a great opportunity for your team to get free games in. And I was talking to Bucky McMillan last night, the head coach at Texas A&M, who I've known for years, sub-coach, and, Bucky was like, I kind of wanted to give my guys some time off here towards the end of summer workouts, but this is a great opportunity. Now, they're playing 3 games, and they're playing more than most. Some of them aren't playing that many. Of course, we're playing 4. But Bucky was like, this was too great of an opportunity.
Z dropped. Bahamas. And being inside may be hurting also. Let me go back. I'm just going to pull up. I was trying to think off the top of my head, but Jeremiah Wilkinson in the first game, remember, he got hurt, only had four points in 5.5 minutes, but bounced back with 26 points in the second game. JJ has been pretty consistent. 16 points and 17 points, 5 rebounds and 6 rebounds. He is shooting it well from the floor. 7 of 13 in the first game, 6 of 9 in the next game, so 13 of 22. We'll look at some more stats in just a second. Let's bring Coach Z back in. All right, Z, we got you.
Yeah, sorry. I'll be glad to be back in the States, so I'll have a little better phone time.
Hey, look, you've seen these guys practice, for a month or two, and some of them just are getting there. Has anyone surprised you?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I'm not acting like I know everything because I sure don't, but no, not really. I've been a little bit surprised that Cooper in the first 2 games has not been a little better because I thought he really had a good summer of practice and had a lot of energy, and especially on defense. So maybe a little bit of him on the wrong side, but I've been very maybe a little bit surprised still with Jeremiah and Jordan and JJ and those guys. Definitely not. You know what they are. You know what they bring every time. But a little bit surprised that Caleb and Davion, that they've been pretty darn strong and good with basically 10 days to 2 weeks of practices against this caliber of player. The fact that they've been able to be as efficient and as good as they have been with so little Division I college basketball time, that's been a little bit of a surprise. But otherwise, not any real big surprise.
Coach, how's this been for you from a broadcast standpoint? Because usually this is later in October, November, before you get a chance to really get in a flow of doing what you do. And now you get to do that a little bit earlier.
That's why teams like Texas A&M came down here. And Les, y'all should research it. I don't know what the number is, but I know a lot of teams in our league. There's a couple going to Puerto Rico, I think. I think Tennessee's playing. But there's a lot of our teams in our league. I've been surprised. The SEC has the most money in the country. and the Big Ten right there with them. And there's a lot of teams that chose not to do this. And I don't know if they're afraid. I know, even Kentucky is not doing this. And so it's been a surprise. It's just so many positives you get from it. And you do get to learn stuff in July and August that usually you're learning in October. And back to Wes's question, yeah, Cal's going to do this every year. This is going to be a great opportunity for our fans. And our fans get options now. If they don't want to go, next year maybe we go to the Bahamas. Brooks Downey, who's the promoter of this event, he was talking to me the other day, Wes, and he thinks that the NCAA is going to legislate where we can play Valpo instead of having to play a team from Columbia, or instead of playing Carleton University. We'll be able to play, Division I schools in Las Vegas or in Dallas or something like that. So as all this stuff happens, our fans are going to get all these options. Do I want to go follow the Razorbacks to Canada or Las Vegas? Or do I want to go to Madison Square Garden, or do I want to go to Washington, D.C.? And so there's going to be a lot of trip opportunities for our fans, which they can't really go to all of them, but you can go to some, and it's really neat for our fans.
You and Chris have done a great job of really getting to know this team and getting everyone listening to you a chance to really get to know this team and get to know how to pronounce everyone's names also.
Yeah, Chris Sylvester's been good to work with. He does some CBS Sports stuff, ESPN stuff. He's kind of bought into the Razorbacks. He's calling all these games. I'm watching him call the Valpo game right now. And so it's, we're glad that it's on somewhere. I would love it to be on the Razorback Sports Network where people that don't want to take just listen to it on the radio. That didn't occur. And so it's great for our fans with an opportunity. And then tonight it's on Amazon. I don't know what level of that is with Amazon. I don't know if you just have a regular Amazon Prime account. I don't know what you have to have exactly, but it'll be on Amazon tonight. So we think we're going to have even more viewers than the first two games. And Brooks Downey said there was 10,000 people that had subscribed for the first game, and so that was July 31st. That's really good numbers.
That was my guess. I was like, I bet 10,000 fans will get this game to watch the Razorbacks. That's
You're
great.
right.
Do you?
I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought it'd probably be a little less. And best they said 10,000. And apologies if I said this on here the other day, but I don't think I've talked to you since then. Like, it was on at Sassy up in Fayetteville, and my cousin said, I walked in, I'm hearing your voice, what's going on? And they got the game on, and it was at Flyway Brewery, and it was. So, I'm sure in Little Rock there was a lot of businesses like that purchased
Walk-Ons had it,
and
yeah.
So
I watched it at Walk-Ons one day.
Yeah, see, and so it's not just one person that's in there. There might be 150 people in there kind of looking at it. So I think it's been good that it's been available, and our players have been so good here with the folks that came, and I've loved seeing that. I may have said this the other day. We kind of have three segments, so none of our fans should think they can't come as long as they can afford it. The first segment is our 94 club people. They're flying with the team. They got a tremendous experience, but they donate a lot. The second segment is Razorback Foundation donors. They traveled over here on their own, but they bought the package, and they're getting to see a lot of stuff. In the third, and I talked to a bunch of these folks, they're just a regular fan, and they're not even a donor, but they bought tickets. They flew over here. Some of them are staying at Baja Mar. Some of them are staying elsewhere, and they're coming to these games, and they're fired up. And, of course, I talked to them about, hey, you should join the Razorback Foundation. But that's kind of the three segments of fans, so it includes really anybody.
Z, do we know if tomorrow's game will be on Prime also?
No, I'm pretty sure. Brooks Downey told me before our first game that the third game would be on Amazon, and I think that's all. And so he confirmed that yesterday, that we were definitely still on Amazon. So I just don't think tomorrow. I've not been told that tomorrow's is, but if I hear that, I'll shoot you a text and let you know.
Okay. All right. Do you know anything about this Columbia team?
Kevin Buddy, who's our video guy, and then another guy that I was talking to down here, have all said that they thought it would be the best team that we would play. And so they've got a big man that's pretty good. we've not seen them play down here yet. They've not played as far as I know, and so we've not been able to watch them. And they have a roster, and it's got some guys with size, but sometimes a roster don't mean that they're here.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't mean that they can play, So like the first roster we got, of the Bahamas team, remember that roster with PJ Hitchcock, but none of those guys were here, which we said they probably wouldn't be. And so I don't know who all they've got here, but they won a championship at their pro level down in Columbia. We just don't know how many of those guys made the trip.
Matt Zimmerman with us. He's on the Network Services Group hotline. Coach, have you seen this team mature, grow just in a short amount of time? Can you tell that these games are paying off while watching this team? Are they looking a little bit more fluid or more like a team?
Yeah, I think so, and not so much here yet, but like in the summer, they're going through all those practices at the beginning of June, and I think by the middle of July, they were kind of starting to get a little bit. 6 weeks of going against each other every day, they were just maybe getting a little wore out of that, and then all of a sudden you added Mapair, and then a week later you have Davion, and then a week after that you add Caleb. Iliad in there somewhere, and it juiced up practices. It made practices better. Those guys were defending the paint, and so practices were really good leading into this. Like competitive, I'm trying to earn Coach Cal's playing time, and I thought in Fayetteville was the most work that I've seen in the summer, in several years, and I thought it was a great summer. And then down here, just them being together, them eating, them being together here, meals, man, that's awesome. And the games have not been very stressful, and that's nice too. So there's a lot of laughing. But you know what? I love like Jordan. Guys, he's one of the nicest young men off this court. He's yes sir, no sir. And when he gets on the floor with, he is trying to fight everybody. The opposing team, and I'm not saying we want him fighting. We don't. He hasn't thrown any punches, but he sticks up, he battles, he fights. He's got an attitude, man, and in a good way. And I love that. And Abdu's got a little of that, and JJ's got a little of that. Billy's going to do what he does. This is a hard playing team. And, folks, you got a team that maybe has a top 10, maybe a top 5 draft pick who's not even playing.
That was my next question. What are we missing by not getting to see Mika play?
No, Mika's got an edge. Mika is a tough dude, and he's built like Trevin but bigger, but he plays with a fire. He's got an edge to him. He's super skilled. He's fluid. He's like poetry in motion on offense, like Jordan is. But, man, he is a competitive dude. I've seen a lot of practices where he gets irritated, where he gets mad, and he gets after people. And we're not getting to see that. You're not getting to see his shooting. West right now, the best shooter on the team is Jeremiah. Second best shooter is Davion. I can't wait till the October exhibitions and then the games in November. What are we saying about Mika? Is he the best shooter? Is he the second best shooter? Is he and none of that really matters. It just gives you more options of guys that flat out shoot the basketball. And he can, man. He's a skilled guy, and that's what the Razorback fans aren't seeing. You're not seeing this poetry in motion that he can deal out. And, by the way, he's a tremendous athlete. And so that's what the Razorback fans are missing. But hopefully in October they'll get to see it in exhibition games.
You want to see this team have the opportunity to gel. But so far, who are a couple of players that stand out to you that play well off each other? Just a duo, two players that play well off each other.
Yeah. Well, I love JJ and Abdu out there at the same time. They played a lot of minutes together out here in practice. They're really good together. I think Jordan and Jeremiah, obviously, that's not anybody kind of see that. They were really good in game 2. One reason he got the triple-double is because Jeremiah was drilling shot after shot, and those were coming off of passes mostly from Jordan Smith. I've liked Billy, and I thought that Billy played well with Jeremiah, and I thought Billy played very well with F2. So those are three examples, and I think that Caleb, watch for tonight. Caleb, I don't know if Caleb will start, but I think it's a possibility. And so watch for Caleb tonight. I think that Coach really wants to see more of Caleb and what he can do. And so look for the big fella. And I don't know if it'll be the starting of the game, but I think it might. And that'll be a really interesting part as well. And then one more duo, speaking of that I really like, it was when Ilya, and he's not gotten a ton of minutes, but he's played some, when he was out there with Caleb. And they kind of made a pretty good kind of together. We're pretty good down low underneath the paint.
Coach, Billy okay?
What?
Billy Richmond, is he okay?
Yeah, he practiced today. In full practice today. He got out. And Billy, you just can't hold him out. Yeah. He's not going to let you. I was surprised he didn't play the second half, but we were winning big. Didn't beat him. It was smart. And then Mapair had fell and kind of hit his head on the floor, so they held him out in the second half, and he's okay too. He practiced good. So I think that we'll have everybody available, kind of back to that 10-man rotation. 5 guys aren't, available out of the 15 on the team. You got the 2 walk-ons, Isaiah. Paulo's not done anything. So there's been some guys that are out right now, but I think that you'll see a full spread on this squad tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing this Columbia team and see if they can handle the pressure the Razorbacks are going to try to put on them.
We are too. Coach, we've really enjoyed it. Not only our conversation, but also what you've been able to do on Flow. Oh, by the way, a couple of our listeners said they texted in and loved it when Coach Calipari joined y'all. They thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was nice that I mentioned it to him the first game, Wes, and then I'd done an interview with him earlier that day for Hawks Plus. He said, I did one today, Z, I'm probably good. But I think it got him thinking, and then that was the first game Friday, and then he heard about from the Brooks Downey how many subscriptions had been bought. So he was ready to talk to, he knew that was basically talking right to our fans. And I think he enjoyed sitting there and talking directly to our fans. And not on a clock and not a 3-minute interview or something. He could sit there as long as he wants and share his thoughts on the team.
Awesome stuff, Z. Enjoy the game. We'll be listening, and we'll talk to you soon. Are y'all flying out tomorrow after the game? Will you be able to join us tomorrow?
Yeah. Yep, home tomorrow evening. Yep.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
See you, man. Matt Zimmerman joining us on Out of Bounds. We got to take a break. Got a couple of questions on the Middleton Heat and Air text line. I'll get to those when we come back. We'll find out what's happening on Drive Time Sports. Stick around. It's Out of Bounds.
Looking for a better deal on your next vehicle? Make the smart drive to Smart Auto Group. Since 1906, Smart Auto Group has been helping drivers find the right vehicle at the right price. Arkansas's oldest auto groups. Shop a huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, and Honda vehicles, all backed by the hometown service you can trust. You'll find great selection and great value at Smart Auto Group. Make the smart drive today and start saving at smartdrive.com.
Hello, this is Justin Acree. When joint pain or an injury slows you down, turn to UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Arkansas's largest orthopedic team and the state's most fellowship-trained surgeons offer expert care for sports injuries and problems affecting the hip, knee, shoulder, spine, hand, foot, ankle, and more. Care is easy to access at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital and a new location on Rodney Parham in Little Rock, next to UAMS Health Urology Center. For walking care, choose UAMS Ortho now. Call 501-686-TOSH. When you think ortho, think UAMS.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. The World Cup fans fear their favorite team or player getting a red card, the worst foul you can commit. In the South, here are a few other red cards that you can get. Talking back to mama, not pulling over for a funeral procession, thinking mac and cheese isn't a vegetable, referring to Mary Frances as just Mary, telling grandma that you're not hungry, Only getting 2 sides at a meet and 3. And the worst of all, scheduling a Saturday event during football season. Missing out on the delectable snacks at Double B's is also deserving of a red card. All of Double B's 34 locations in Arkansas have something to drive back your hunger and put a smile on your face. Stop by today, and you'll receive a warm welcome to Double B's. Because Double B's is where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Attention Arkansas homeowners. Are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Millar golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, this is Chris Walker with Fence Brokers. Looking for top quality fencing at unbeatable prices? At Fence Brokers, we're your local fence distributor with everything you need. Wood, vinyl, chain link, ornamental iron, entry estate gates, access control, and more. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourself homeowner, our staff of experts will help you find the perfect solutions for your project. Fast delivery, huge selection, and personalized service set us apart. Visit us in Bryant or find us at fencebrokers.com to submit a quote. Fence Brokers, going the extra mile.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that'll slap you with the tulio. Real shook, scared to death, act fruity, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top mistress of the banging misses and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot got all my people in red clothes. Telling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that. Wanna party with me?
Welcome back to Out of Bounds, final segment of the day. Real quick on the Middleton Heat and Air text line. Wes, can you share the channel number or possibly the way to find it on Prime? Let me do that again for y'all. I've already done it myself. Go to Amazon Prime and you click on Live TV. It's right there at the top. You'll see Live. Just click on Live. And then there's a lot of different options. On the left-hand side, there's news. Find sports. Click on sports. And then a menu guide will come up. It's like an old-fashioned guide, and it shows the different channels and what's on that channel. And just scroll down until you find Flow Sports. And you should see, starting at 5 o'clock, Arkansas versus Toro del Valle. Or, now, if you... And I wasn't successful doing this. Yeah, it's if you got Prime, it's free tonight. Yeah, if you got Prime, you can turn it on this TV and log in. You can also go to Prime and use the search bar and just type in Flow Sports Channel. Flow Sports is one word, space channel. And it should jump straight to it. That would be easier. Now, like I said earlier, when I did it, I typed in Flow Sports as 2 words, and I didn't put in channel, and it didn't pop up for me. But I would try that first. Just go to Prime, go straight to search, and type in Flow Sports, one word, space, channel, and that should take you straight to it. But if you haven't been able to watch it and didn't want to get Flow and you have Prime, you got a chance tonight. 501 says, so the Hogs play tonight? What time? 5 o'clock. Here in an hour and 7 minutes. JW says, I know you said the game is on tonight on Prime. What about tomorrow's game at 11? Now, it has not been announced. I just asked Z. Coach Z said that he hasn't been told. He was told it was today only. But maybe they changed their mind. But he said he would text me. And we'll be sure. And the university puts this all out. They do a great job, the basketball account on social media, letting their fans know. 501 says, be interesting to see how the Hogs basketball team starts in SEC with the players that Cal has this season. I know. I'm ready to watch them play. I hope Coach Z is right, and tonight's game is the Colombian team offers stiffer competition. I'd like to see them pushed and see how they respond in a closer game. 501 says, we are in such a sports drought right now. I watched something over the weekend called Wrestleball. Have not seen Wrestleball.
What is that about?
I have no idea. Joey.
They need to explain on that.
Joey, he says, I watched every second, both days. Been watching with Grandma since I was 4. 40 years later, still love it. Yeah, Joey, I've missed like the last minute of both games, just going off and doing stuff. I haven't seen the other guys come in and play. The two others, I didn't know they played until I saw the box score because I left before it was over. 501 says Flow Sports was worth every penny. All right. 501 says this guy says Flow Hoops is terrible. Blurry audio, really bad, and signal is weak.
You can either watch or not watch.
I have low standards for Flow Sports, so I've been pleasantly surprised with the quality. I haven't had the buffering issues like we had in the past with baseball. Helps that Z is on the telecast. I wish that they would zoom in a little tighter on the action on the court, but hey, it's better than nothing. Double R's in the studio getting ready for Drive Time Sports. We heard you talking.
They need to give them some flashlights to light up the court. I feel like I'm looking at a dungeon.
You think it's dark in there?
Very dark.
I hadn't noticed it. I'm sure dark. I'll notice it tonight now that you said that.
Very dark.
You been impressed?
I actually broke down when I thought it was $29.95. It turned out to be $19.95. So I thought, okay, 3 games for $19.
Sure,
I'll go that route. I don't know that he will end up being better than Darius Acuff, but Jordan Smith. One thing that I noticed, and maybe this was just my observation, but when he gets going downhill, he is almost impossible to stop. I think he just missed one layup. We don't get a shot chart, so I can't be accurate on that, but I think he did miss one layup. But otherwise, he is strong. I keep hearing, I think Coach Z said, others have said he's 6'2", maybe closer to 6'3". He doesn't look 6'2".
Wingspan, long arms.
Yeah, he's got long arms.
You know,
Jeremiah Wilkinson, holy smoke. I thought I was watching Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks, particularly from the spot he was shooting from the floor on. And Torrey, oh my goodness gracious, what a freak.
I like him a lot. Those 4 block shots, dude, Friday night against the Bahamas. I mean, that one time the guy went up was like 6'7", 6'8", and Torrey's only 6'4". Dude, he went up and threw his stuff. That guy can jump. He is a leaper with long arms, too.
Have you ever, Wes, had a coach scream from the stands, not from the sidelines, from the stands, the minute Torrey got into the game, shoot! I'm like, of course, then when you listen to him on the broadcast, Coach Cal on the broadcast, why is he shooting it from there? Or we, stop and pop, or pass the ball, get rid of it, whatever it may be. But you got to love the freedom he gives his players, though.
Yeah. And I'm when listening to Chin Coleman talk, he was like, we got a good team. I think y'all can see it now.
Yeah.
And we got another guy that's just as good as them sitting over there, Mika.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him with this group, too.
Yeah. Arrigo, it's interesting. I've heard his name now phonetically spelled, and then the broadcaster was at the end of it was saying Gou, G-O-U.
I tried to tell you that.
In fact, they put it on the screen, not the way it's actually spelled, but the phonetic way they were saying it. So I'm not sure he's going to be that big of an offensive threat this year, but when you really get up against the SEC meat and muscle, but boy, his upside is tremendous.
I think he's going to be very serviceable this year and next year. Watch out.
I agree.
What's coming up on Drive Time Sports?
TreyMediaHogSports.com. We got a lot to talk about. Ryan Silverfield at his press conference today, the preseason pre-camp press conference. Stay tuned for that, 5 o'clock.
Awesome stuff. I'll be listening. You going to have the game on in here?
Is that, you have to get it on? Are we capable?
I imagine. We got to get him some help. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back here tomorrow talking about the Razorbacks 2 games. We got one at 5 and one in the morning. Drive Time Sports is next.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time.